Beauty is the crown on the road I walk. The vultures circle and the sheep they talk. I pray for a strain against the pain I bring. Working up on balance, swing on and kick. I bring the light until the ground kneel before me.
Hey, hello everybody. Hi, hope all is doing well. Welcome aboard. We are doing that iRacing like we normally do tonight. We're doing Tuesday night iRacing, but this week is a little different. Okay, we're a little different this week. This week we're kind of mixing things up a little bit. So I wanted to shake up the Tuesday stuff for a little bit now, and it is a good time to do so because we're nearing the end of the NASCAR season, and it's time to kind of shake it up and have some fun and do some different stuff. So I'm gonna try and do these a little bit more often, where I'm just gonna jump on iRacing. I'm not sure what I'm gonna race, but we're gonna just go out and race. Just whatever fancies my interest. And the first thing is this. We're going to race dirt mini stocks. This is how we're going to get started tonight, with dirt mini stocks.
One car back on track.
I really like the mini stock since we got it in the build. I just think it's like a dirt car I can actually race, which is nice. But yeah, it's high time that we race some dirt mini stocks. I like this car a lot. Oh, I gotta calibrate some controls. I gotta get a tear off button.
Well done. Quicker lap time, 15.2.
There we go.
Yellow.
So let's take care of this,
All right, love.
and
We're
then
in
we'll be
P5
good to go. But
currently.
yeah, we're gonna do this. This is gonna be what we're gonna do today. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna be doing not just this, but we're gonna hop around and see what's available later on in the hour. As the night goes on, we'll find stuff to do. That's what we're gonna do, and have some fun. Kind of change things up a little bit. So I need to look left, to look right, and then I need to go to controls. I need a tear off button, and I need a reset button. Reset down here. Okay. All right, should be good. Okay. So let's try this out again. These are fun. These are kind of just perfect for me because
You're moving down to P7 now.
it's a dirt car that doesn't look like it's incredibly hard to drive, which is how I need to drive my dirt. I need my dirt to be very predictable and boring. That track looks dirtier than the crowd of Bowman Gray. Yep. Probably is. Are we grinding for the iRacing Knoxville Nationals this
New quicker lap
weekend?
time,
No.
15.07.
Fuck the Knoxville
Yellow
Raceway.
clear.
Reska, remind me to tell you my Knoxville Raceway
Behind
story
seventh best
off
lap
stream,
time,
because it is not
15.24.
for public consumption.
Track is clear.
You'll get a kick out of it. It's kind of funny. But
We
this,
have one upon
I
us.
really like these mini stocks. I'm happy we got them on the
0.1
service
gallons on
because
last lap.
it filled a hole in dirt
Flag is
or
clear.
in oval that we really needed. We needed a 4-cylinder car.
149 further laps
And
to go. In the last 5 laps,
This
you
is a
did
banger.
0.06
The
gallons
mini
per
stock
lap.
is a banger. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Kayla.
Go easy.
So, Wolf, about that, you'd think, oh,
It's
Knoxville,
clear.
it's in Tennessee, right?
There's 1 hour 50 minutes
Nope.
still in
That
this
track's
section.
in Knoxville,
clear.
Iowa.
You have one imminent. Beware.
So yeah, this is Lima Land Motorsports Park.
Car
This
behind that
was
track, last lap time,
this is a
33
quarter-mile
seconds,
dirt
7
track. Whoop, that's the wall. This is a quarter-mile dirt track
Two upon us.
that there is in Knoxville, Iowa. Yes. Quarter-mile dirt track, about 14-ish degrees of banking, if I had to guesstimate, and was the first short track that we got on iRacing, I think, that was purpose-built dirt
Car behind on track.
that was
Lap time
under,
14.9.
or that was not half mile. We've had so many dirt tracks. When dirt came onto iRacing, we had like every track was a half mile. And then
Incident in
they
4
slowly
seconds, one
started
car.
adding to it. And
10
you
laps
know what's
to
crazy
begin
is
the
like
descent.
we now have almost like 20 dirt tracks on iRacing.
One upon you.
And I remember when iRacing had no dirt tracks at all. It's pretty crazy
We got two
how
closing.
much everything's changed in, you know, the time frame. But also it's dirt's been around for like 7 years now. I shouldn't be surprised by that. But that's where we're at with the dirt stuff. And I've struggled to get good at
One
this stuff.
closing.
Whoop.
Too near.
Down to
Realized I
Peachtree
forgot
currently.
to set a button
And
for
clear.
damage report. I've always been kind of bad at the dirt stuff, so to run dirt stuff is actually in a car that's not terrible is actually a lot of fun. Damage report. There we go. Okay, I need to flip this. I have my I have a quick release from my steering wheel for the rims that I use, and I took it off to show somebody. And I realize I have it on backwards now, so I need to fix that. Bear with me here. I need you to go back on, please. There we go. That's better. It was the wrong way, and it was going to drive me nuts. It was going to stay that way. My OCD was kicking in. But, yeah, I don't even know how long these races are, but this is a rookie series, so if you don't know, iRacing has license levels. And the higher up you go through the license level, the more powerful or harder cars you can drive. This is a rookie series, which means that
You have one upon
these are starter cars. Basically, these are the kind of cars you want to start with on iRacing. And also, it means that there's no cautions. So there's a good chance we could get taken out like right away in this race that we're about to do here in about 2 minutes. But, you know,
Right.
that's
Quicker
fine.
time.
I'm fine with that
14.9
tonight
times.
because I'm trying to mix up our Tuesday
Get
stuff.
off.
I want to do. We're doing like a freestyle thing tonight where I'm just kind of picking whatever and going.
420 laps to go. Car behind on
But
track.
eventually, I'd like to do
Lap
like a
time is
theme night,
20.04.
maybe local short
Rear leader
tracks.
is number 10.
Hell, maybe we can make this the local short track night, and just do a bunch of pavement and dirt, local short track stuff. That actually sounds kind of fun. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like that might be fun to do. Is just emulate the Saturday night short track experience. Maybe we'll do that tonight.
You're clear.
But we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear and see how it goes. So we'll load into our practice or load into our server. This is a rookie class, so there's a good chance we could have some bad drivers. I could be a bad driver. We're just gonna have fun with it, okay? We're just gonna have fun with it. We're just gonna have fun with it. Yeah. So how's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. I'm a little sore. I had a long day at work. But I'm doing okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I got a new
New car
micro
requested.
SD card, so I'm
Strength
going to
of
load it up with
4
music and put it in my
797.
flip phone.
Started a new session. 4 driving. 1 minute 58.8 left.
Are you from 2006? What on earth? All right. Got some fog. Look at this fog here. Oof. Sadly, my source is not going to be LimeWire. Let me tell you something. Someone who downloaded files off of LimeWire back in the day, it's for the best. Whoop. Someone just got right reared.
Wind heads the field.
So this is hot laps, effectively. We get 3 minutes to work in the racetrack.
Back to P8.
But it's already fairly well worked in before we get into the server.
Improving.
So
Fastest.
we're not going to be able to do a
15
lot to
seconds
this
to 10.
track to make it more racy.
Super. We're
They
in
like to
P7
keep these
currently.
rookie series fairly easy. I'm not very good at dirt,
Improving.
like I
Best
mentioned.
time, 15.06.
So if we suck, that's why. I went to work, clocked in, only for my boss to tell me I wasn't scheduled today, but I still had to stay today to do stuff.
15.65
Oh,
previous
that
lap.
sucks. Ugh, that's brutal. Luckily, I don't have to worry about missing a shift anymore because I work a 9 to 5.
Previous was a 15.1.
Worst part? What's the worst part? Kayla Dish. What was the worst part? Oh my word. Ah, you saw a Cybertruck? Gross. Ew. Cybertruck. Gross. What's that, brother? Brother, what's that? I'm like obsessed with the what's that, brother meme. It's painted blue. Ew, gross. I saw a Cybertruck for the first time
Tires?
on the way to Watkins Glen. That's where I saw my first
Did 2
Cybertruck.
laps in 5 minutes.
Oh my god, you saw 2? Ew, gross. Alright, coming to the white. It's all about keeping momentum in this car.
P3.
Ah, we got the wall in slap 2. Darn, so it's not going to count. Oh well. That was a good Q run. But unfortunately now we got like 4 minutes to kill between us and the
Fresh car
actual
for you.
race here, so at least I made money at work. I gained nothing but psychic damage from seeing those things. I saw my first one going to Watkins Glen a couple weeks ago, and let me tell you something. That car is even dumber in person than you see the picture. Like, you see the pictures and you're like, that's pretty dumb. But then you actually see it in person and you go, that's even dumber than I thought it was. Car's really dumb, chat. It's a really ugly vehicle. It's very ugly. It doesn't even look real. It looks like a fucking low poly PS1 vehicle. It looks like a vehicle that you drew in like class. Okay. We are not back. Maybe we're back. No. No. Whoops. Wrong button. Whoop. Let's see here. Oh, I think we're back. I think we're all the way back now. I think it's now pumping way too much information to Twitch. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we are good now. Okay. It's just these weird little these weird little bumps that I'm getting now. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but you know, it's kind of odd that it's doing that. I'm not sure why it does that now. It didn't do it for the longest time, and now it's starting to do it again, and I'm a little worried with the weather getting colder. It might get worse. I hope not. So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, you know? Yeah, at least we killed 4 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so this race is only 20 laps, so this is going to be super quick. We're going to be done this race in like 6 minutes. It's going to be very short. You got movies at the library? I hear that, like, I legitimately hear... I have a friend who works at a library, and I hear that, like, you can, like, apply for a library card, and you can go to, like... You can get on streaming services. Like, they have, like, a streaming service just for the library. Apparently, that's, like, dope. We should really invest more in libraries, because libraries are great. And having fun isn't hard when you got a library card. That's what Arthur told me. So, okay, 20 laps of Limaland. I like this car a lot. I want to race this car a lot more on dirt. The problem, though, is that it's a rookie series car, so we're always going to be with just weapons every time. Where did we qualify? 7th.
This is 20 laps race with 13 drivers ready. D. Go get them. Fuel okay for this session. About 2.272 gallons. More in tank than needed. 110 seconds to gridding ends. P6 or higher to increase iRating. Tires?
All right, here we go. Hey, thanks, Jeb. Appreciate it. The Prime subs don't trigger the alert. I fucked that up and I've never fixed it. But thank you very much, Jeb. Appreciate the 6 months. Can you believe it's been 6 months? My God. What a time. Thank you so much for that. 21 Jump Street. Is that the remake of 21 Jump Street? Because I remember seeing that and it was actually pretty good. There's a Murs song in it. That's what I remember from it.
60 seconds left.
All right. I think we're gonna do a lot of short tracks tonight if I can. Yes, that is the remake. Yes, it's great. It's fantastic. Great movie.
We're rolling.
Let's have some fun here. The original came out in like the 80s, so that's why. If it has Jonah Hill, it's definitely the remake. All right, 20 lap feature in the mini stocks. Gonna do my best. Trying to make it to NASCAR. Grind it out on the local tracks. Okay, 1 to green. Oh, got ran into under the pace lap. Okay. We're with some
Get ready to go.
real dangerous drivers. Let's put it that way. Okay. Here we go.
Pace car is in pit lane.
Like I said, there's no cautions in this series either, so it's just go.
Green.
Whoop. Can really, you got to really kind of get the momentum going at the top or at the bottom.
2 cars outside.
3 wide.
Just 1 outside forward.
Whoop.
Outside 2 cars. Now 1 outside.
Super. You did the fastest lap. 15.2. Car 7 Wood leads. Good job.
I feel like
Fastest time.
I'm making some ground up here on the
15.07.
bottom. Yes, murder is legal the whole race.
Gap behind larger by 1.3. All right, you're in position 4 now.
That's fun.
0.1 slower than your best.
It's actually a fairly clean
There's
dirt
50
lobby
to get to the next
for
position.
rookies. Mini stock is dope like that, actually. Never mind. Third just right-reared second.
Nice. Love. You're in position 3 now. Well done. New quickest. 15.101 thousandths of a second. Gap ahead closed by 0.5.
AW Fusion in 5th. You gotta avoid some real crazy stuff in these rookies races. But you end up with good battles that are actually a lot of fun like this. I'm trying to make the bottom work. He's trying to make the middle work. He's holding me off with the middle. to make the bottom work here.
0.1 slower than
Oh.
your fastest time.
Okay, he's
10
kind
more
of
laps left.
figuring out the bottom, too. Maybe the middle's starting to wear in. As cars go over it, chat, we knock a lot of the mud off, and we end up
0.04
putting
from your
down
fastest
grip.
lap time.
And you don't want to be gripping on dirt. God, finally they made a dirt car that I can drive, and this is a lot of fun.
15.023 that lap.
Oh, he fucked up. Here we go.
We got 1 minute 42 seconds still.
Getting a little too bogged down here on the bottom. Yeah, I usually struggle at racing on dirt. I could drive this. This is actually a lot of fun. I'm just gonna hit my bang bang era. Bang banger era.
1 minute 12 remaining of this session.
No. He's able to hold me off, which
58 remaining of this
is
session.
very impressive and very well done. I can't seem to get to him. Dirty D.
No, you're not.
I'm trying. Hi, Sheep Mom Soul. Ah. 2 to go. Yeah, I've kind of lost touch with him now.
We got 28 seconds
But,
to go.
hey, third is pretty good.
Bring it home.
Oh! Nope. Okay. Hey, P3's fun. Hey, that's good starts of the night. We are gonna do more dirt mini stocks on stream. That is a fucking blast. That is a
Alright,
lot of
making
fun.
progress. Great job. Fun.
That is a blast. We need to do that more. That's fun. That's really fun. I gotta paint one. I still have my default iRacing paint on it.
Congratulations. Up to P3, you end with 8.87 gallons in the fuel tank.
All right. Sick. Cool. All right, so that does that. So that wraps up the first part of our night. Let's go ahead and see what else we can run in the meantime. Oval. What can we run that's kind of funky and weird and fun? Let's see here. Arca's at... Oh, that's doesn't start for a little bit. Might have to run road. I don't want to... I don't really want to run road, but we might not have a choice, and we might have to race road here. Oh, I heard good things about this. I genuinely heard really good things about this. So we're going to Long Beach, but iRacing this build, or in this season, has decided to make something that the community has requested a lot. And I saw my friend Julian do this the other night, and it looked like a blast. There are these little tiny race cars called Legends cars. And they're these like 34 Ford looking cars, but they're really tiny, really small. They're like a starter car for like, even like 8-year-olds drive these things. And they race them on road courses in the UK and in Europe and in Australia, especially. But they're mostly known as oval cars here, but they do race on road courses. And I saw this being ran, and this is actually a pretty cool combo. So we're going to run this tonight. It's Legends Cars at Long Beach. This is a road series, so It's a road course series, but it's Long Beach with a car that probably shouldn't race at Long Beach. So
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
hey,
Tegan_Fox just followed.
Tegan Fox, thank you for the follow. That puts us at 195 followers. If we hit 200, we're gonna do a viewer's choice stream like we've done every time we've hit 50, a multiple of 50. So need 5 more to get there. So that would be cool if we did. Welcome to Long Beach.
Started a new session. 9 connected. 54 minutes left.
So-
SOF is 1,528. Weather
So,
status.
if
Clear
you don't
skies
know
above,
anything about these
27
cars,
Celsius
they
and
use
air
motorcycles.
39.4
They use
F.
motorcycle
Wind at
engines,
3.4 meters per
and
second
they're
from west.
these little tiny 34 Fords. Oh damn! Oh fuck! Jeb. Ah Jesus. Okay, hang on. I gotta park for this. Let me. That's diabolical. That's a diabolical one, Jeb. That's diabolical. Hang on. I just gotta set my controls, and then I will read it. I promise you I will. Damage report. There we go. D. Daniels Dirt Racing, brought to you by Darla Daniels Dining Depot. For the hungry driver, dial Darla Daniels. Dine-in or delivery, daily discounts, and Darla Daniels delectable desserts. Open daily, located directly downtown. That's mean. That's just mean. It's inhumane. So yeah, these are they're bodied like a 34 Ford. I love you too. That's cool. They're bodied like a 34 Ford, but they are much smaller,
One car closing in.
less powerful,
It's clear.
and much more nimbler around the Long Beach street circuit than any other car that you would really... Whoop! That's a curb. Don't want to hit the curb, apparently. Okay. All right. This rules, actually. Yeah, you see? This is what I thought when I saw it. I was like, oh. Bumpy, the car does not like this bumpy racetrack. But yeah, for the first time, they finally gave in and gave us a road series with the Legend car. Did I break suspension? No, it's just that. It's just that bumpy in this car. But yeah, these are pretty neat. Like, it's a pretty cool combo because, like, the Legends car, a lot of people have been clamoring, you got to do a Legends, like, you got to do a road series with it. You got to do a road series with it. And iRacing finally gave us a road series with it. And they made the schedule actually, like, super neat for it. And the fun thing about this car is at Long Beach, it may as well be an F1 track with how wide it is. Because the cars are so narrow, right? So we don't have to really worry about, you know, getting close to the wall and, you know, threading the needle. Like, we have a ton of room. We have all this space. Look at this. May as well be Daytona. But yeah, this was a cool combo. When they announced this and when I saw this, I was like, oh, this actually rules. We have all this room, and these are cool cars. So they're built by Speedway Motorsports Incorporated, which is the people who own Charlotte Motor Speedway, Atlanta Motor Speedway, Bristol, Dover, Nashville, a bunch of NASCAR tracks. And you may notice NASCAR tracks have a little tiny oval on the front stretch of the oval, if that makes any sense. Like the big track has a smaller track on the oval, on the front stretch. That's because during the week, you can race these at those racetracks. So locally, they operate like a local short track on the front stretch, and they race these. So like these cars, hung onto it. Car has really good brakes, actually. Has a lot of so if you go and live locally, you can race at a place. You can race at the racetrack that the Cup Series goes to. Now, not on the same layout, but you know, it's still pretty cool. It's so bumpy. The car is like lurching. It's wild to see the lap times. Like a minute 40 lap times around Long Beach. If you ran an IndyCar here, it's like a minute 5. Should have good brakes as this tiny ass car. Yeah, but still. It has the center of gravity. The center of gravity is so high in this that like it just leans up. This is fun. But yeah, they launched a road series of this, and it's been super popular. It really feels like go-karts. Yeah, it's basically the closest thing on iRacing to racing go-karts. Except it's a full-body car. And like I said, in Australia, they have a really cool series of these where they brought these over to Australia, and now they rebodied them to make them look like old V8 supercars. And they call it Aussie racing cars, and it's like super popular. They race these things at Bathurst, which is like crazy to me, racing this down Bathurst. Look at the tack. Look at the tachometer just vibrate.
Good job. Another quickest. 1 minute 40.3.
But yeah, I saw my friend Julian running this the other day, and I was like, damn, that looks fun. And I also saw Brendan Hyperstar run it as well. He's a big IndyCar streamer. He was running it as well. So I was like, damn, that looks like a blast. Let me run some of that. And I like Long Beach. I really like Long Beach. I kind of wish NASCAR went to Long Beach, but we do not go to Long Beach. Maybe it could be our stand-in for Mexico next year if we don't get Mexico City, but it's a lot of fun. Long Beach is fun, and this car is drivable at Long Beach. Like, you have a ton of room to work with here at Long Beach with the Legends car. You have plenty of space. Kind of figuring out the braking points. They're kind of similar to where I would brake in like a GT car here.
Clear and clear.
Oh man, this race is gonna be fun. I don't even know how long the races are, but
We got the critical fuel data. Fastest lap time. 1 minute.
any reason why you're
39.4.
doing dirt in these small cars? I just wanted to change things up a little bit. We normally race like big league stock cars, like Xfinity cars and all that, and I just wanted to shake things up a little bit tonight. I've kind of gotten frustrated with the way that our stock car races on Tuesdays have gone, to be honest with you. They haven't gone the best. Last week was a prime example, qualifying on pole and getting wrecked on the first lap. So I wanted to change the things up a little bit, and you know, we're getting to the end of the NIS season, which is the Thursday stuff, the very important stuff. We only have 6 races to go after tomorrow, or Thursday, I should say. So it's a good time to kind of let loose, just have some fun doing some random stuff on iRacing that's not the same thing over and over
Driver
again.
ahead on track vulnerable
So,
in the upcoming sector.
I wanted to do one of these nights where we just kind of fuck around and have some fun and try some stuff that I don't normally stream, right? Like I can say for certain this is the first time I've streamed the Legends car. Whoop! So much fun. But yeah, I wanted to get things, I wanted to be a little bit more laid back tonight. Because we've been pretty stressed out the last little bit and wanted to have some fun on Tuesdays. We haven't had fun on Tuesdays with stuff. And last week was kind of a shit show. I was way too tired last Tuesday, so I wanted to do something fun, keep it interesting. I'm thinking, like I was mentioning, though, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do, like, theme nights. I think there's going to be, like, 1 week where it's just going to be, like, racing production cars, and we just race production cars and production car series, because iRacing does have some production car series, or front-wheel drive, and we just race cars that are front-wheel drive, which are TCRs, which are bay. We might race that next, depending on when we get done with this one. But, just kind of mix it up, do some fun stuff, keep it casual, keep it light, and maybe revisit the stock car, like the big league stock car stuff on Tuesdays, maybe when the NASCAR season's over. I need to have a little bit more laid back stuff to do, to keep myself light. I don't, it gets pretty, it's not, as bad as like following the actual NASCAR schedule, like actually like racing in the Cup Series, but like, it's a grind. We've done 29 races, and like, we're trying to keep things light. And you got to find ways to keep it light. So doing a night like tonight where we're just going to fuck around and run really weird cars for us, is kind of what I want to do tonight. How cursed is this combo? Frankie is actually pretty dope. It's actually pretty dope because Long Beach is wide enough in these cars that it may as well be like a grade 1. It may as well be like an FIA grade 1. It's awesome. It's great. Very bumpy though. Very, very bumpy. I have no idea if this is a timed race or a lapped race. Should probably find that out. But yeah, I'm trying to keep it lighthearted, fun on Tuesdays, because the last few Tuesdays haven't been the best.
Strength of field is 1,898.
10 laps.
Welcome to the practice.
10 lap race.
1 minute 34.7.
I am dead last. I am car 11 of 11. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so it's 10 lap race. We'll do our best. That's all we can do is do our best. I remember when I was first starting to stream, I used to always struggle to say stuff. And I used to always think like, oh, I got to keep talking. I got to keep talking. I got to keep talking. Oh, no. Oh, no. If I don't talk, if I stop talking, the bomb explodes. And so I used to always just like the last 10 minutes of every practice session. You longtime folks will know this. I used to always be like, yep, we're going to have fun and we're going to do our best. That's the best. If I ever say, I'm going to do my best because that's the best we could do, or something along those lines, that's usually when I am completely out of things to talk about. That's my verbal crutch when that happens. It's when I say something like that. But yeah, this is a good combo. This is actually a good combo. You might not believe me, Frankie, but once you watch me run a lap or two, you'll get it. You'll get it. Something, power of friendship. Exactly. Power of dreams, Honda. Proud engine manufacturer of the NASCAR Cup Series. Someday. I'm going to go see how many game modes are in iRacing. Okay, well, it's not so much game modes as much as cars. Go look up cars and tracks. That's what you want to look up. And there are a lot. And keep in mind that you have to pay for basically 80 of them. So, like, you get some free. This car is free. This track is not. So like, you know, iRacing's stupid expensive. I don't recommend
This
it
session is 2 laps
to
and 8
somebody
minutes.
who's starting
I
out in
want to
sim
see
racing.
everything you got.
I recommend somebody start out
Players?
in Assetto Corsa and figure out if you like sim racing there, and then maybe get into iRacing, because the barrier of entry for Assetto Corsa is $5 or $10. It's always on sale on Steam, and there's a great mods. Which, by the way, I meant to mention, iRacing has a lot, but I wanted to mention too. There has been an update to one of my favorite mods in sim racing today, and I have not actually, not even a set of Corsa on PS4. I mean, like the PC one. But there's been an update. I didn't know about this until this week. There's been an update to one of my favorite sim racing mods out there. It's not even a racing mod. It's more a casual drive, free roam mod. It's called the Shitoko Revival Project. We should stream that one day, even if it's not online, just offline. It's super dope. It's a network of the Tokyo highway system. So they have gone through, some modders have meticulously watched YouTube videos, checked maps, gotten land surveys, everything that they can about the city of Tokyo's highway system, and have made it a free roam map in Assetto Corsa. And it is really cool. Yeah, and there's been an update. They added an update, I think 2 weeks ago. They added another road to it, which is like the first time in like a year and a half they have. I'd love to stream it. So maybe we're doing the college football stuff too, and I don't want to overcommit, but that might be a fun night. Maybe if we want to take a break from iRacing for a Tuesday, and maybe that will be fun. Don't you need like a GTX 20 billion or something to run it? No, my 3060 runs it fine. Frankie, are you getting it now? Are you getting it? Frankie's getting it. He won't say it, but he's getting it. He's sitting there going like, I understand now. Yep, there it is. There it is. There it is. I knew it. Because it's wide enough that you can like really run it. Like it's the most casual and the most comfortable I felt at Long Beach. Yep. Yep. Frankie gets it. Frankie gets it. This is where I keep tanking my sports car I rating. I'm never getting above 1500 sports car. It's never happening. You bought your Converse Chucks here? Nice. I have some like knockoff Chucks, or they're just like Converse kind of Chucks. They're like low rise Chucks. I've thought about buying platform Chucks and trying to wear them just in day-to-day life and see if anybody notices that I'm wearing platform Chucks.
Now leave.
They're gonna be like, wow, dead name, you got taller. And I'm like, nope. Oh, nice. I bought a pair of loafers the other day. I am very much the preppy look when I dress up. Like when I do get fancy. And I bought a pair of patent leather loafers. I am not like the so I had a thought process about this, and I don't want to get, you know, I don't want to shame people who are, because I think it's cool and you are all valid. But I am I've discovered that I don't think I'm ooh catgirl trans. Whoop! That was such a powerful statement. I lost control of the car. Was that my first lap? Yeah, okay, good. I got another one. I realize I'm like relatively sophisticated. Oh shit, Aerotech's here. Oh no. Aero. Keenan's here, and Keenan's about to be like, you give off secretary vibes again, and I'm gonna be like, oh shit. Ah shit.
That's the end of qual.
Oh, it was my second lap. Okay, yeah. Seriously, D, you called the
Moving down to the
I forgot to. I had the Robertson meeting, and I also had the call from the Baker group, and Johnson said about the Annis accounts. They said that they were gonna circle around. They were gonna circle back, and we were gonna run it up the flagpole. And geez, I'm really sorry. I'm starting this medication. And Mike Oxlon. I did call Mike. I got his voicemail. I left a voicemail. I left a voicemail. That's funny. Literally, as I started bringing up, hey, I bought some new clothing, and bam. Listen, the other thing too, I am. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, Arrow. I'm sorry. Yes. That's scary. Okay. As I was gonna say, the other thing too. I mean, I don't. I'll just go to every business asking to speak to the manager. Well, you can come over to my business and you can find out that we're a company of 5, and also they'll be like, "Who's D? Do you mean dead name?" And they'll be like, "Yeah." The other thing too about what I was saying, yeah, how original! I haven't heard that one before. The other thing, as I was saying, I am 33 years old. Okay. Yes, I said my age on stream. I am old. Okay. You don't have. I can't. I have to start at that age group. You know, like I can't be.
This is 10 laps race
Anyways,
with 11
whatever.
drivers joined.
Is this a standing start or a rolling start?
110 seconds to gridding ends. Gain I rating from P7. Tires?
This is. Does it even say? We'll just grid.
Fuel okay for this session.
Oh, it's a
About
rolling start. Okay.
634 gallons in reserve.
Old, you're almost 10 years younger than me. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm 22. Oh, shit. It's been clipped. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Oh. I started this... Listen, I'm kind of bad at my job, okay? I'm really bad at my job. D has a preference and vehemently defends it for some reason.
60 seconds remaining.
Oh, that's appropriate. We're working blue tonight. Okay. All right. This is very uncomfortable right now.
30 seconds remaining.
D.exe has stopped responding.
Pace car about to go.
Okay, here we go. We're rolling. I qualified 7th for this race. I actually didn't qualify last. I'm in here with a literal 4K iRater, or iRating, iRater. Good thing the model doesn't show blushing. Let's put it that way. Okay. Believe it or not, we have to run a 30-minute or a 30-second ad. Because we do. There's perma. Yes, there is perma. Yes, the model does have blush on it. Okay. 30-minute ad. Isn't that just every D stream? You're like the Hulk, but shy. Why? Because, like, when I get flustered, I turn in... I don't understand. This sucks. This sucks, y'all. This sucks. All right, here we go for the 10-lap Legends car race. I'm trying to run right now. How dare I be the center of attention on my live stream?
Pace car in pit lane.
Oh, we're going. We're going. We're going. Okay, I better focus up.
Get ready.
Focus up, D. Here we go. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Turn 1. It's coming. Eventually. It's coming here. Here we go. Here it is. This guy's defending way too hard for turn 1.
Right behind. We're clear.
Okay. Here we go. Into the fountain. Maybe a passing opportunity in these cars.
Still there. You're clear.
Oh, yeah. This is a banger. The Legends car on road courses has been a pleasant surprise this season. I saw my friend Julian running this last night, and it's super cool. It's a really, really cool combo. Because of Bubba? Yeah. Bubba's been running the Legends car at Charlotte in the summer shootout this past year. Oh!
Right side rear. It's clear.
Oh! No! I have been wrecked. We have wheel damage.
Incident.
Ridgeway needs repairs. Front got repairs.
We have wheel damage. We do have a fast repair. We could come in and get it fixed, but it's kind of driving fine still. So we're going to stay out because you lose a lot of time pitting. Okay.
Position 9 now.
All right, we're going to stay out, chat. We're going to tough it out. We're going to tough it out here. Maybe crazier shit will happen. I don't know. I ran Caldwell Legends the other day, and that was a lot of fun. Oh, yeah, they ran Caldwell with this, which is probably the most appropriate track for these cars, because I wouldn't want to race anything... Whoa! We got Comrade raiding.
Mount up, chat. We gotta defend the stream. Comrade Barrack has a 3rd and 19. Defense. Defense.
3rd and 19,
defense.
chat. That's a deep first down right there. We got to defend the chat. We're going to call a cover 2, maybe even a cover 3. Actually, a cover 3. We'll run some underneath zones. Try and, we'll give up the crossing routes underneath to open up the fact that we could defend the line, the line to gain. We got to really watch out. We got to watch that. Maybe we'll send a blitz, but then that opens up the opportunity to find the zone if they get the quick pass going. We got to watch out. Maybe we can set a corner and just send a linebacker in coverage. We could do that. And what's that? They converted for 25 and they got a first down. Ah, shit. We spent too long trying to decipher the plan of the game plan, and they converted easily. It's my favorite bit. Try and figure out what defense I would call in a 3rd and blank.
Fastest time, 1 minute 39.4.
I don't know football. I'm scared, coach. Waves from your end zone. Yeah, they're just celebrating. All right. Fourth and shit. We just had bottom talk and now we got fucking Mini here. Oh, this is gonna be rough. This is the roughest stream. Oh, jeez. Ah, there's the wall. Car's still fine. No. No, no, not that kind of, no. Nope. Nope. Not even once. Nope.
Flag is clear.
Nope. 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 I'm not a furry. That I know for sure. I'm not a furry. For the record, chat, I'm not a furry. Oh, the ticker's broken. I don't know why the ticker's not working. We might be able to make a pass here. Possibly. This is genuinely like a really fun combo. This is one of the best cars to race around Long Beach. I've ran stuff around Long Beach. I've ran GT3 around Long Beach. I've ran the Cup car around Long Beach, the NASCAR Cup car around Long Beach when it was official back in like January. But like, this is just fun to be like, hey, I want to race Long Beach. Cool. Do you want to worry about the walls? Nah. All right. Do I have the car for you? Just load up this. It doesn't go anywhere near to. It doesn't get nearly as fast to worry about things, and it's a lot of fun. It's Deedles. Hi, Miss Cool. How's it going? I love Long Beach. I like I was saying earlier, it's a track that I wish was on the NASCAR schedule, but it's never going to be on the NASCAR schedule. There was a little bit of a sliver that it might become a NASCAR race when it was announced that the Long Beach Grand Prix was for sale, but it got purchased by, I think, Calhoven. And they ended up putting out a statement when they got bought. They were just straight up like, the Long Beach Grand Prix will be an open wheel race for years to come. And it was like, okay, that pretty much ends all conversations there. Besides, it sounds like NASCAR is going to do a street race in San Diego instead, which I think that's really, really sexy. A cup race in San Diego in the Gas Lamp District near Petco Park would look killer. I hope the A-Class Series goes to Long Beach again this offseason. I agree, too. I got the best new sweater in the whole world. It's so soft. That's dope. I got a sweater, like, you know, last time I went to the clinic for my meeting, and it was the first time I've kind of dressed casually femme in public, and oh my god, it hit different. It was so nice. It was so nice. And then later that week, I went to a NASCAR race, which was really funny. Ticker's back. Yeah, it comes back eventually. It's just kind of temperamental sometimes. Like I said, that's the Tuesday ticker. We have a fancier ticker for when we race on Thursdays. Which, by the way, race 30 of the NASCAR iRacing series this Thursday at Kansas. Would love to see you back here on Thursday at 9 p.m.
Sector optimal.
Have fun at the grocery store. Arrow. Good luck. Good luck buying what you need to buy. But yeah, we're back at it at Kansas. I'm gonna knock so much shit over.
Green previous sector.
Just picturing Arrow running around a fucking metro, just knocking shit over. Food basics? Oh. All my homies hate food basics. This message paid for by No Frills Gang. Alright.
Sector was best.
Very hardcore Canadian supermarket chain talk. Yeah, that's the same thing for me. My No Frills is like right around the corner from where I live, so... All right. But yeah, we're at Kansas on Thursday night. I'm looking forward to that. We ran in the top 10 there back in May. If you want super serious NASCAR racing, like if you want to see me actually like, you know, try, you want to watch me on Thursday.
12.1 recently.
Yes, the old land of Aspie. I went to a Big Lots once, and it felt like it was a panic attack was manifested into a building. One time, I used to have a Costco membership, and I got it for gas mostly, because we have a Costco near me that has a gas station attached to it. And I went to Costco once, and I went on a Saturday, which was the first mistake. And I got into Costco, and I got my like 4 things that I needed to get. I got like kitty litter because I still have my cat at the time, and like I got cat litter. I think like corn chips, and maybe a 40-pack of water back when I was buying cases of water instead of using my water bottle now. And I once got in line, like the line for the checkout was like all the way to the frozen food, which I think every Costco's the same, so you can do the math as to how fucking long that line is. And I got very overwhelmed, and I just left my cart and left. I literally just left my cart in the middle of Costco and was like, whoop. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is too scary. And I just left. I needed those things, but I was like, this is too scary. I'll pay more, and I'll just go to the grocery store and get what I need at the grocery store instead, because this is too scary. My autistic ass got overwhelmed. How many more laps of this? I got 3 more laps of this? Okay. We are on our own island here. We're not very good. This is like a Saturday. We have 1 Costco for the whole province, and there people make weekend trips to shop there. Oof. That sounds scary. Costco is super overwhelming on weekends for sure. By the way, for the record, I know I've said this before, but I'll say it again. This combo fucking slaps. So if you're looking for something fun to do on iRacing this week, highly recommend the Legends car around Long Beach. This is a dope combo. Because you can drive it hard. You don't have to worry too much about the walls coming up and biting you in the face. And it's just fun. It's just really fun to drive a small car around a racetrack. That's built way too big. Like, it's built for cars bigger than it, so you could just kind of have some fun, throw it around. There we go. It's fun. Imagine if they add go-karts. Holy shit. They did scan a go-kart at some point, because they did post a picture, a render of a go-kart tire, but we never heard anything of it ever again. So I don't think we're ever going to get go-karts on iRacing, sadly. So this is probably the closest you're going to get to a go-kart on iRacing. But these are fun too. I mean, these are a blast as well. And you can bump and run. You can bump with these because they got fenders. Ah! Nope. Caught it. At least Gran Turismo has a few go-kart tracks. Yeah, if you want to do the Gran Turismo thing, yeah. There's also a game called... On PC, there's a game called Kartcraft that is mostly just go-kart stuff. Hence the name Kartcraft. I think R Factor 2 has some go-kart stuff too. I'm not big into go-kart. I've never really had an interest to race go-karts ever in a sim or anything. But yeah, they're out there. You can find them. The tough part about go-karts is that you can't really model the suspension because there is no suspension, right? So like it's kind of tough to kind of model that in a sim. Like at least this has like shocks and springs. All right, white flag. I don't know what we're gonna do after this. I'll take a look at the calendar, see what's cooking. Maybe we'll go back to oval. I don't know, but we'll have some fun with it. Which is exactly the goal tonight, because like I said, if you're tuning in and you're like, D, why is this not? In fact, we would be starting stream right about now. We started an hour earlier tonight. You might be looking at be like, D, why aren't you running the Xfinity car? What's the GT3 track tonight? Nah, not tonight. I don't want to do that tonight. So we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna run some fun stuff tonight. We're gonna run different stuff. Try and spark some joy on Tuesdays, because it has not been the best of times on Tuesday nights lately. So let's mix it up. Let's have some fun running combos that we don't typically run, like, oh, I don't know, the Legends car around Long Beach. So yeah, Arma 3 of all games has a go-kart expansion. That's pretty wild. But yeah, I'm not a big go-kart person. Oh, shit. As the tires wear, you could see that this car got a lot harder to handle. I don't really race these cars much, so... Oh! Spun it again. Jeez. Just get it home. I have one more corner to go, D. There we go. Okay, so we finished 9th. Not the best showing, but...
I'm disappointed in our performance. That's P9.
Oh, shut up, Andrea. It was fun. Whoop, that's the wall. Well, the race is over, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. That's the Legends car there. It looks kind of funny. You just think they're neat? Yeah, they are neat. There you go. That's Legends car at Long Beach. Let's see what else we can find. What else is going on? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I don't like Road Atlanta, so I don't want to do that. There's another one of these at 8:30, but I don't want to do another one. Let's see what's going on ovals. Oh God, it's Martinsville. Never mind, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. I am not racing the late model stock. I would love to race late model stock. I'm not doing it at Martinsville. Fuck that. Martinsville's not fun. Maybe we have to go Formula car. What's going on at 8:15? What we got here? We got F3s at F3, Formula V. What's on Dirt Oval? 358 mods at Bristol. Does Canada have Red Robin? No, we do not. We do not have Red Robin. Very sad to report, we do not have Red Robin. Geez, there's not a lot kicking at 8:15. What's the next TCR race? It must have just went 9:45. Just bear with me here, chat. Yeah, I think I just missed it. TCR virtual challenge. Fixed. Yeah, it's at 8:45. Darn. 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 I really wanted to race TCR tonight, but the times aren't lining up. 8:45 for IMSA. Oh, of course, IndyCar's at a road course or at an oval. We might not have a choice. Might have to race Martinsville. It's only 75 laps though, so let's race some Martinsville. I really don't want to race Martinsville, but it's the only thing kicking right now. So we'll race Martinsville, and hopefully it buffers enough time to get us to maybe something a little bit more palatable later down the line here. So we'll race in Martinsville. It's only 75 laps though, so that's good. In the late model stock, a car that I love. I love this car. Never get a chance to race it, but I love the late model stock. Late model stock car, if you don't know what it is, it's like 500 horsepower. It's not like a super late model or anything, but it's kind of the closest thing to, like, if there was like a 4th level NASCAR, it would be this, or like fifth level, because the ARCA car is technically the 4th level. So like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th level. This is a car out of something called the Cars Tour, which is a series that runs in Virginia and North Carolina and South Carolina. I think they go to Georgia too. I could be wrong. They mostly run in the Mid-Atlantic series. It is some of the best racing out there. It is awesome stuff. If you miss old school NASCAR, like from the 90s, Cars Tour gives off all those vibes and then some. It's a really cool series. But here we are. I just realized why this is here. It's because this week is the Martinsville 300 for these cars in real life. So
Strength of field of 1,777.
Okay.
Green flag at Martinsville Speedway. 4 driving.
So yeah, these are
39
kind of purpose-built stock
Weather
cars
status.
like you
Partly
see,
cloudy.
like a late
22.7
model
Celsius.
or
Air
a
wind 87.2 on track.
or something
Wind
like
from
that.
north at 2.3 meters per
But this
second.
is these are cool cars. These are cool cars. I love the late model stock. I wish we could race it more. The races tend to kind of devolve into shit shows, though. I'm thinking next gen. I'm downshifting, but you just keep it in 4th all the way around here. But yeah, this is Martinsville. This is maybe the worst racetrack to race in the NASCAR iRacing series, because it usually devolves into just caution fests. But yeah, this is literally if you built a racetrack with 2 drag strips and 2 hairpins. And it is a really, in the real world, cool racetrack. Really cool.
Great Hunt. P38
You don't
friendly.
want to get out of the bottom groove. And usually if you get into the bottom groove and you're holding everybody up, you
Good
get
job.
knocked out of the way.
Another quicker lap. 21.9.
But it's a really cool racetrack. I love
You're moving
this.
down in P39
This
now.
racetrack in real life is cool. And this car is great. I mean, like I said, it's like about a 500 horsepower car. It's a stock car, so it's built to turn left. They don't race road courses. They aren't intended to race on road courses. And they're just really good. They sound great too in iRacing. In real life too, but they sound really good in iRacing. I'll shut up for a second so that you can hear how good it sounds.
Another fastest time. 21.4.
2 behind.
You can hear that did at the end of the straightaway.
Another fastest time.
That's when we're hitting the chip, the rev chip. So there's a chip in the engine to prevent the engine from over revving and, you know, just exploding. And that's what you're hearing when it goes did at the end of the straightaway.
0.13
That's hitting the chip, as we call it.
Defend from the
You'll
driver
hear it.
behind on
You'll
track
hear
in
it
the
here
upcoming
again.
sector.
There it is. It's really cool. Because it's actually quicker to just stay on the chip than to get a bigger drive ratio so that you're, you know,
20.9. Another quickest this session.
you're quicker. Like you'll sacrifice hitting the chip at the end of the straightaway so that you don't have to, like, you know, you don't get bogged down in the middle of the corner, is what I'm trying to say.
We have 27 minutes of fuel left in the tank.
But yeah, it's literally 2 drag strips and 2 hairpins. That's Martinsville Speedway for you. I am going to reset, though, because I need to set a button here. And once again, I need to change my control layout. 3 races. I actually have one of these painted. Oh yeah, I forgot. Here's the car that we're racing. That's what it looks like. These cars are cool. They look mean, too. They look really good. So, I really like racing these things. I'm not very good in them, but they're a lot of fun to race. So, I need damage report. Thank you. So, there's a good chance this race could suck. Just telling you right now. Hope not, but good chance it could.
There's one closing. None behind.
I think the best part about this car is that it's not a Ford, personally. It's not a Ford. The first 2 cars I've had to drive on stream here tonight have been Fords. This is not a Ford. This is a nice generic stock car. None of that Ford stuff. If you don't know, Slowbird and I have a bit where we aggressively defend our view of the Ford v Chevy debate. I am a Chevrolet fan. Slowbird is a adamant Ford Blue Oval supporter. And I'll just make a quick casual mention, and then it's met with all caps, very aggressively, no, Fords are the best. I could literally say,
0.1 gallons used
I
on
could
last
literally
lap.
say something as simple as, like, Chevy good, Ford bad. And then it's just, no, you're wrong, shut up. Yes, it usually devolves to either Ford, just yelling the word Ford, or it devolves, wow, this guy just, okay, well,
Car outside. Clear. On outside
that
forward.
was funny. It usually devolves to either go Ford, go Ford, go, or some sort of long-winded explanation for something, and then it just ends with, and they should give me a Ford GT. That's usually how our conversations devolve. I'm gonna keep saying it until it happens. Well, maybe it will.
We're down in P41
Let me
now.
call Edsel Ford and see if
Fuel data is solid.
he'll do it. In fact, it gets to the point where, like, Lilac, Slowbird, and I will, like, have, like, I'll see something relatively innocuous about Ford. Like, case in point, not this week, but last week, Brad Kozlowski was posting on Twitter
0.1 gallons.
that RFK was looking to hire people for, RFK Racing.
Best previous sector.
NASCAR team fields 2 Fords in the NASCAR Cup Series, Brad Keselowski and Chris Buescher. And I literally just quoted it and went, they should give Lilac a job doing just talking about Ford in the gift shop, and also they should give her a Ford GT, and also there should be a dog, and Lilac can pet the dog, and then they can become friends. And Lilac replied, real.
Great. New quickest lap time, 20.710. Well done now. Position 41 now.
That's usually how our conversations devolve into just,
Careful.
they should give me a dog. Why is my...
Cleared.
Oh, my training paints isn't working because my training paints isn't running. That would be a good reason as to why I haven't seen paints the first 2 races. Good reason. So we'll be loading in here. We'll be running 75 laps of Martinsville. We wreck out early. We wreck out early. It's not a big deal, but like to see what we could do here. And we'll probably run 1 more, maybe 2, and then we'll call it a night, probably. But we still got a long way to go there. We still got 75 laps of Martinsville here, and we should be getting kicked to the server right about now. Right about now. There it is, right about now. So, we'll have some fun. I gotta wait for it to cross over and load up. But, yeah. I like the late model stock. I want to race the late model stock more. I need to find an excuse to race late model stock more. The problem is I get my teeth kicked in every time I race it. I'm not good at it. I've never been good at short tracks. So it's really difficult for me to get good at these cars because they're so tough to... It's such a learning curve to get good at these. And I just don't have the time or energy to do it. It might be fun as an off-season project, but, you know, I don't know. We'll see. We are car 11 of 14, 15. There's only 15, so it might be fairly clean, actually.
2121. Weather status, clear skies, 24.6 Celsius in air, 37.2 track, wind from northeast at 4.5 meters per second.
Why are you giving me all these numbers in imperial or metric? I need that in imperial. I don't understand these numbers. What's a Celsius? Is that's a drink? That's a drink. I am not looking forward to coming back here in 6 weeks to race the NIS race here, by the way. That's going to be rough. This race is going to be bad in 6 weeks. 250 laps of Martinsville. Ugh, brutal. Oh, no. Ah, there goes Slowbird again. Oh, jeez. No. No! No! Stop! No! That's terrible. That's a terrible decision. No, we shouldn't race 500 miles of Martinsville. That's 1,000 laps. No! I did 260 green flag laps on Saturday. My shoulder still hurts. No! Real life should also do it? No. Okay, maybe with 1 set of tires, maybe. Now you're kind of selling me on it. You got to do it with 1 set of tires? That might be good, actually. Kind of turning me around on this. I was like, no, and then you went, 1 set of tires? And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe. Didn't Moonhead do a 24 hours of Martinsville? With the MX-5s, which kind of started the whole MX-5s are going to race at Martinsville this weekend thing. Is that this weekend? I think it is this weekend.
Checkered flag for this practice.
We're going to race MX-5s around Martinsville. My God. What a time to be alive. Okay. Should be gridding. Right about, well, not gridding, qualifying. Okay. It's next month. Okay, my mistake.
Do your best out there.
Oh, I got damage. I hit that. I hit those barrels. So we don't want that. Okay, here we go.
Too fast.
All right. These cars are so cool.
Green, green.
Okay. Oh god, I'm a second off. Probably faster, but not by much.
211 currently.
20.2. Okay, puts us like
Checkered flag for
mid-pack, so that's
qualification. Outstanding.
better,
You're P8
but
now. Flip the
still
flag.
not great.
20.2.
Like, look at how good these cars look. Look at this. This car's so dope. So good looking. And yes, that is a 33 on the side. You might not believe this, but sometimes I like to race cars with numbers not 50. 33 was always my road number, to be honest with you. I used to always race road course stuff in the league that I used to be a part of. I used to always race on the road side of things with the number 33. Don't ask me why. I just did. And when I made this late model stock, I was designing it and I was like, you know what? Why don't I put 33 on the side? Make it a number 33 instead of like a number 50. Just to mix things up a little bit. So, yeah. I don't think I'd ever switch like my main, like the series that I run mostly. I wouldn't really switch off the 50. I would always be the 50. But for this, I thought it would be fun to run a different number. So run the 33 instead. This car was a lot of fun to paint. I gotta paint a new one though, because the team's closing at the end of the season. So I gotta think of what I want to do with that. It's gonna be fun to like repaint basically my entire fleet of sim racing cars with no real aim, rhyme, or reason. Can I buy the team? Yeah, you can. You can have it. You can have it now if you want. You can have it now if you want. You can have it now. But no, like I don't exactly know what I would do. What? I don't know what I'm gonna do for all my liveries. I might. I either want to do all new liveries with companies that I make up, like the fake companies that I usually run,
This
or
is 75 laps. Race with 15 racing. Ma'am, take it easy. 110 seconds to gridding ends. Get P8 to gain iRating. You're restricted to one tire set in this race. Fuel good. About 0.581 gallons in excess. Tires?
I like to I might run like my fake sponsors, or maybe we just make a cool design and throw logos on it. I don't know, but I'm still not sure as to what I want to do. I got to come up with new ideas for Bison Oil and Digimoose for next year, because I want to refresh everything in 2025. I kind of have shown a little bit of the new stuff. If you follow the Discord, you've seen it. If you follow me on Blue Sky or Twitter, you've definitely seen it.
60 seconds left.
A lot of red and blue next year. Kind of didn't intend to be,
Car's
but
about to move.
it's kind of like it's kind of like It's kind of very much like a,
Peace car rolling.
it's very coded like a comic book. I didn't intend for it to start out as like comic booky. I'm not a big comic book person at all, but like I started making the stuff and I started working on it and I was like, damn, let's give off like superhero vibes. So I actually really like how it turned out. So I'm negotiating with Pet Parcel to renew for a long-term deal on the 89. Yeah. I mean, I could just give you the logos. I mean, I made Slowbird's car, if you're wondering what that is. It's one of our fake brands. And it was so good that, like, Lilac loves it so much that I just basically donated the brand to her. I'm like, here you go, you can have it. I'm not going to do anything with it, so. D, can I sponsor you? Maybe. If you come up with a cool fake company, yeah, we could do that. Yeah. We'll just figure out what car you want to be on. Put you on my truck. Alrighty, 75 laps of Martinsville. This might be a shit show. This might not. We don't know yet, but we're going to have some fun doing it. Is there fast repairs? There are not. Okay.
Green.
Mustang.
Get ready to race.
No.
On outside. Still there. On outside behind. Car outside. Still there. Still there. And clear.
All right, lap 1 in the books. Yeah, Martinsville with a smaller field is actually a lot of fun because, like, if you get a field that actually knows what they're doing,
On outside front.
it's a lot of fun because it's just,
Still there.
you actually have room to operate. You're not constantly facing the wrath of like 30 cars out here, so it's actually enjoyable to race with a car with a field of like 14 like this instead of like 30 where like last place will wreck and you're just constantly re-racking them for restarts.
20.7.
Like this is good Martinsville. It's very rare to get this, but when you get it, it's good. When you get like just a good group, gets a little strung out, not too much, just enough. It's a lot of fun. And as you can see, the line is bottom, 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 and stay to the bottom. And don't you move off the bottom, you are running the bottom. There's no 2 grooves at Martinsville. And there never will be 2 grooves at Martinsville. If we have 2 grooves at Martinsville, we fucked up. We have fucked up as a society if we end up with 2 grooves at Martinsville. What? You run the bottom here.
Focus. 20.35.
What allegations are you talking? You run the bottom here. I like racing the bottom here. It's the only way to get around is to be on the bottom. If I had to make a decision in this race as to where I would be, I would say I would be a bottom. I mean, I would be on the bottom. I'm getting canceled. They're gonna cancel me. The Revco's calling. Oh no, I'm gonna lose my sponsor. Aw, jeez. Yo, this is dope.
Improving. Another quickest time. 20.3.
Just green flag running at Martinsville. Get the camera. This is rare. VCR cleaner. Yeah, absolutely. Love VCR cleaners.
21 minutes to go of this session.
I can't keep talking about this. I'm gonna get knocked. They're gonna pull my stream because it went woke. So can't do that. Can't have a stock car lady talking about these things.
We have 21 minutes to go of this session.
But yeah, this is Martinsville. You just drag strip, hairpin, drag strip, hairpin, drag strip, hairpin.
21 minutes remaining in this session.
But it's a lot of fun. God, Martinsville's so dope. Not really making inroads on 9th. Kind of holding serve here. Sponsored by Lightning Fast VCR Repair Shop in Milwaukee. Yeah, that sounds like a Milwaukee company. Sounds like a company that, like, the local news would do a report on and be like, they would be all like, this Milwaukee VCR shop is still open after all these years. Yeah, we got a lot of calls about, you know, we got VCRs from all over the world to repair them. They've prepared VCRs all over the place. Even this one from Japan. Yeah, this one came from Japan. We have to repair it. They were looking into... like... Yeah, it's tough to find parts for this stuff. They say it's tough to find parts. Like... Hey, I went to school for broadcasting, okay? I used to have to write that shit, okay? I used to news write. I used to write reports. I used to do all of that. In a previous life, not anytime recent. Like 15 years ago, but yeah, I used to do that. This is wild. This is clean and green. I am losing the car in front. We're not fast in these cars, but we're certainly kind of holding our own a little bit in this group. We're not totally, but...
Gap ahead 1.957.
Trying to get a little tight out of the corner, though. That is something that we are struggling with. I would like to race these cars more. These are cool cars. They're manageable, unlike the super late model, because the super late model, these are late model stocks. These are one step below the super late model. Super late models are kind of... I cut the door there. He's not going to like that, but it's Martinsville. I got to run the bottom. These cars are really cool in... when you drive them like this. They're really dope. And they run a lot of short tracks that we just don't go to in NASCAR's top 3 divisions. Like they race like places like Langley, South Boston, Southern National, Hickory. You know, they schedule them even outside of the Mid-Atlantic. You know, we'll go to Thompson with these, Stafford, the Bull Ring of Las Vegas Motor Speedway, New Smyrna, like a lot of cool places that like are just too small for NASCAR's top 3 divisions. So like it's cool to go to those tracks because they aren't the big fancy speedways that you see us race all the time on the channel. Like they aren't these NASCAR tracks. They should visit my neighborhood and race. Well, they would race like the local track near your neighborhood, more than likely. That's the type of places they race at. Yeah, we're kind of losing touch with this group in front. Not really able to do much here. They're kind of running side by side. Caution.
Pit is closed.
No, like in the street. Maybe. Got a caution there after 25 laps. This might get stupid now. We had 50, or we had 25 laps, and they were like, nope, no more. That was too much green running at
50
Martinsville.
more laps to go.
That was too much fun for these people. They were having too much fun race carring. Nope, no more.
There's 10 seconds before the pace car.
Now, we don't have a reason to pit. We don't have any tires. We have just the tires on the car, because this series is meant to emulate the real series of these. Because the real series of these don't have pit stops. These cars are not designed to have pit stops. They're designed to just have enough fuel at the start, enough tires at the start, and go. They're not designed to have, you know, like full pit crews with like with the jack and tire carriers and everything. They're not built to do this kind of stuff. So in the official series, which this is, we don't actually go and pit. You just have what you have. So it's actually kind of interesting, though. Because of that, you have to manage your tires. So if you don't manage your tires, you're going to have a bad time. So it's a double-edged sword in that way, that if you save your tires, you'll be good at the back half of the race. But if you don't save your tires at the start of the race, you might fall behind. So it's kind of fun, and it leads to some interesting tire strategy, which is something that is really interesting in these short races. Like you don't got tires. You can't go and put tires on it. So you got what you got. So it's something that you have to balance. So but yeah, these are like the most stock cars you'll see. Like stock car.
Green flag.
Pit lane is open.
Pace car 5.
They sound amazing. They look cool. iRacing doesn't put any badging on it, so you can make it whatever you want. They're cool cars. I like them. All right. Coming to the restart. 46 to go.
Focus now.
Thank God caution laps count. Else we'd be here for a while. Restarting on the top. I hate it. Yep, bad start.
Green flag. One inbound. Car inside front.
Oh, they had a big jam session in one. There we go. We're back caution.
Pit's closed.
Because he threw it way too hard in the corner and he wrecked them. And here we go. This is Martinsville.
Pace car rolling out. 23 seconds till the pace car.
We had fun, and now we aren't having fun.
Pit lane is open.
Cleared flag. Clear.
But, yeah, I want to race these more. I want to race these more. I want to race the dirt mini stock more. I want to just, like I said, I want to do, like, theme nights for the Tuesday night stuff. I would love to do, like, we're doing all local tracks, or we're racing in the rain the whole time, or, you know, we're racing production cars, or we're racing
Up to pace car.
odd combos of the week if they go official. Like, we're running non-official races this week. We're running hosteds. Like, just kind of mix it up and do other stuff than, you know, the usual norm of we're running B Open, we're running GT3 Open, we're getting an IndyCar fixed in the middle if we can. Like, just kind of mix it up and do some fun, different things. Because I think it's for the best for us to kind of shift things around and just kind of keep it fresh.
No one behind.
So I'm going to try and keep it fresh. Unfortunately, though, these cautions are not keeping it fresh.
You're clear.
But, yeah, we'll see what's going on after this. I don't think we're going to hit that TCR race. I don't think we're going to end up racing touring cars tonight, unfortunately. It's a real bummer because I really wanted to race touring cars tonight, but I don't think it's going to happen unless we stagger out the schedule a little
behind.
bit. And I don't want to do that to y'all. I don't want to have us just sit around for a half hour doing nothing. So we'll see what we can do. We'll figure out what to race after this.
Clear.
2 to green. At least the caution laps are fast here.
Pits are closed.
And clear.
Thank you, spotter. I don't need a spotter under caution, by the way. I can tell we're clear.
Clear behind.
I know. I know we're clear. You do not need to tell me that I'm clear. Yeah, I
One
know.
more before green flag.
Pit is open. Forward is black flag.
You're clear. There's 5 seconds until the pace car.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Restart. 40 to go at the line.
0 behind.
We're probably just going to have caution after caution after caution now. I hope not, but there's a good chance.
Pace car is in pit lane.
Okay, here we go.
And clear. No one behind.
Oh, I had
Green
a
light.
terrible start.
Still 40 laps remaining.
You have one closing in. On inside behind. Still there. Clear. 2 upon us.
We're moving down in P11 now. Next position may lose you 23 rating points. Estimated rating will be 2009.
Okay.
3 inbound.
Delta ahead
There's
longer by
contact, and he turned him, and we stayed
On
straight.
outside rear. In and out. Inside clear. Still outside. Still there. Still there. Clear. Outside front. Still there. You're clear.
Crazy racing behind me and in front of me.
You're vulnerable to the car behind on track in the next sector.
All right, halfway there.
0.4 behind.
It's stressful to watch the mirror. It is pretty stressful. That's why I'm looking ahead. I'm not looking behind.
Sector best. We have close to 36 laps left. You are vulnerable to the car behind on track in the upcoming sector.
All right, now that we're strung out a little bit again. It should be a little bit more green now. This is kind of renewing my faith in the late model stock, because every time I've raced it, I feel like I've gotten taken out or we've had just bad races. And it's actually pretty good here at Martinsville. This isn't terrible. Had some green flag running, which is rare and nice to see. I mean, granted, we're racing with 15 cars, but, like, that's also helping.
Previous lap 20.5.
Oval Main Resca Kioso, as we know. Oof, someone ended up at the pit wall. What happened there?
0.04 slower than your quickest time.
Well, they've fallen back from me here. Sure, this guy's, I think this guy's looking to ship the other guy in that Jack Daniels car. And not ship him in, oh, we should be in a relationship. I mean, ship him as in shipping him off to Boston.
45 completed. 30 left.
Need more shipping and iRacing lobbies. I'ma ship you. No, you ain't. Yeah, I'ma ship you with that guy. That'd be funny. Would that make it more or less toxic? Oh, easily more. Easily more. Because then the slurs get thrown out, and then, you know...
in front.
Trying to get to Noah Hogg. What a fucking name. Noah Hogg. Oh, we just got sent.
Clear. Full course caution. Clear.
Well, congratulations. You finally did it. You were looking to do that, and you did. Okay.
Look
Car's
out.
probably damaged, but no point in fixing it. Yeah, we got wheel damage. Great. Saw that coming. That move was never on, by the way. I think he just parked it. Yeah, I think he did.
Pace car on track. We got 16 seconds. Up your
That move
pace
was
car.
never on. That was never, ever going to be a pass. I don't know why he
Open.
decided to throw it there, but
Pace car is 9 seconds forward.
whatever. Just breaks up the long green flag run we were having again. We gotta run an ad, so I'm just gonna run it now, so that way we don't have to wait for it when it's under green. So we're gonna run that right now. If you don't want to see the ad, hit that subscribe button. It's September. September's almost over, so if you want to get a discount on your subs of old D here, hit that sub button. That was wild. This guy's pitting to repair damage, so we'll get that spot.
Open shine. Ahead pits now after 50 laps.
I don't know why you pit now. You don't have any tires. But sure, go off, Queen. I had a funny customer at work today. He was looking to get some he was looking to get his truck wrapped, like with like, you know, like his business, like have like lettering and stuff on it. And he showed me his company's logo, and it features 2 dogs. And I said, what? Do you need these dogs? And he's like, yeah, this is my company logo. It's my 2 dogs.
Pit
I'm
lane
like,
is closed.
do you have a...
It's
Can you
clear.
send me a picture? Like, can you send me a version of this logo? I don't have one. Okay, great. I guess I'll just find
Zero behind.
random dogs that look kind of like your dogs, and I'll make that the logo, I guess. And he's like, yeah, that'll be fine. I'm like, okay, sure. You go, buddy. Made no sense at all. And I've been thinking about it for the last, like, 2 hours, and I'm like, okay, sure. It's 2024, and you can't give me a version of your logo.
Pits
Sure.
are open.
How do you run a business?
5 seconds till pace car. You're clear. Clear behind.
Okay. Gonna be 21 to go at the line. We're restarting on the bottom, which is good. Might get knocked out of the way, which is bad. But we have the preferred groove. That's good. September means that it's a discount on subscriptions to channels.
Pace
Kayla.
car in pit lane.
All right, here we go.
You're clear.
Get ready.
Green.
Oh my God.
Next position may lose us about 36 waiting points.
Full course yellow.
P12 now. Pit
My
closed.
God. Just come on,
Right
man.
needs repairs.
Like, what,
Pace car left the pit.
what the hell?
25 seconds
Like,
to the pace car.
that was dumb. And this 2-car jumped it, too. And he's the one who wrecked us last time, so... Nice to see nothing's changed.
It's clear.
Maybe late model
No one
stocks
died.
are still bad. Maybe I spoke too soon about these races
20 more
being
laps
better
left.
than I thought they were.
None behind. 19 seconds to the pace car.
Okay.
You're clear.
Curious where that Legends Road series goes next
Clear
week.
behind.
That was a lot of fun at
Pace
Long
car.
Beach, actually, and
Pit
you get
lane
that
is
to a
open.
track that isn't quite as bumpy, and I bet you it's even more of a blast.
8 seconds.
Like
until the
Legends
pace car.
cars around like a place like, I don't know, like Lime Rock or something would be a lot of fun. Sonoma would be good, yeah. Hi, Arctic. Appreciate it. I thank you very much. I'm just trying to do my best. I'm just being D. I'm not trying to be anything I'm not. Except for all the things I'm trying to be. Yeah, like the Sonoma Cup layout would be dope. With Legends cars, actually.
Car 6 behind is pitting after 6 laps.
This 2 to green, can we get this move on now? Because everybody's driving like a dumbass. 2 to green. Olton Park. Oh, Olton would probably be pretty good with them. Olton would actually be pretty good with those cars. I got you to do iRacing. Oh, boy. And a few other things. Okay. I don't know what the few other things are, but good luck with those few other things. And iRacing, too. Racing VTubing. Hey! Okay. That's
One
dope.
more before green flag.
Pit is open.
We got a whole community of racing VTubers now. I mean, it was around long before I was here, but iMetrics has set up a racing VTuber wiki. So if you ever want to learn more about your favorite VTubers out there,
Focus now.
your favorite racing VTubers, go to I don't know the link, but definitely check it out. We have a whole Wikipedia or a whole like fandom wiki about sim racing VTubers, and it's super cool. And I think it's neat that we have that. This guy's gonna throw it.
Up to
Yep.
P11 currently.
Yeah, that was never gonna work, buddy. That was never gonna work.
Pits are closed.
That was never gonna work. Why the hell would you go do that? I saw you going to do that, and it was never going to
19
work.
seconds up to the pace car. Pace car
It was
out
never
now.
on. Like, you went in there with the express purpose, the express written consent from Major League Baseball to send him into the fucking wall. That's all you were trying to do there.
Clear. 14 seconds to the pace car.
It's just a bummer
It's
because,
clear.
like, this car is fun to race, but you can't finish these races without them being devolved into this. It's
We got 10 seconds. to the pace
disappointing.
car. You're
Genuinely.
clear. And clear.
And I'm sure if I turned on the voice chat, they'd be lighting each other up like crazy. I know it. I'm not interested in that. But short track's gonna short track. Well, we just try and do our best, Arctic. You know, I've kind of had moments, because like I've only been doing this since the start of the year, but you know, starting to realize, you know, October is next week. Like I've been doing this for almost 10 months now, and you know, it's been interesting to get used to being
None behind.
kind of like a consistent streamer, because like I always ran a league and I operated a league, and I thought people would be there to run the league, and me just operating the league was kind of secondary to it, you know. And like if people wanted to hang out with me, it was more so, hey, you know, you're operating the league, whatever, we're here because the league is operating. So like I've kind of struggled. Oh, what the fucking shit, man. These people are dummies.
0 behind.
Dummies. My safety rating.
Clear.
These, you know, these... I've struggled with the whole concept of
None behind.
people want to watch me for me. You know, like I've had that thought process, and I kind of got into it on Saturday during the Bristol 500. You know, I had a moment where I was like, you know what, we're running like shit. And I'm sorry, this is not good, but
Clear.
you know, honestly, at the end of the day, I think a lot of people don't care where I finish in races.
1 lap to green.
They just like to have me keep them company,
5 seconds.
you know,
until pace car.
or help
It's
fill
clear.
their dead
3
time,
behind.
or, you know, throw me in the second monitor while they work on schoolwork or work on, you know, art, or, you know, go hang out and do whatever, you know, have me on in the background, or watch me while they go to sleep, you know. Like I'm fine with that, but like I've struggled with the concept of you don't care where I finish. And I'm always like, oh, I ran like shit, I'm sorry, chat. It's like, it doesn't matter. And I'm starting to kind of understand that concept a little bit.
Green, green.
This guy's going to throw it into the one again. Nope.
Car outside front. Cars in and outside. We're clear.
There's iRacing to get for the position up ahead.
You have 1 on.
Oh my god, last place. Every time.
Clear.
Pit is closed.
There's 17 seconds.
I like
Pace
hearing
car.
you laugh.
0 behind.
Yeah, exactly. People like hearing me talk. And like also, that's a thing. Like, not to get heavy. I don't want to get too heavy tonight because reasons.
Flag
I
clear.
get
It's clear.
the way I carry myself and the way that I present myself is very much the way that I wish I could full time. I can't because of circumstances. It's just not possible.
Seconds ahead.
So the fact that the way I do talk and the way that I do conversate, and
We're clear.
you know, I could dead voice right now and like you could hear it. Actually, my passing, like my voice on stream like this is not too far off my dead voice, to be honest with you. And I do have moments where like I'm kind of inconsistent with it. I've gotten better. I've gotten a lot better, but like, you know, in the moment, I'm trying to race a car and I have to concentrate on how my voice sounds, which is wild, but you know, dead voice. Okay, so let me explain this. In the concept of transgender, male to female transitioning, a vocal,
It's clear.
we're getting real heavy. We're getting deep in the weeds. If you don't want to hear about trans topics, you might want to tune away.
0 behind.
You do not, your voice does not rise
None behind.
on its own. If you are female to male and you take testosterone, your voice naturally deepens
You're clear.
because of the testosterone. For anyone going male to female, it's impossible to do. Like you can't.
We're clear.
You can get surgeries to do it,
0 behind.
but typically you voice train, as they call it. And dead voice is using your natural voice. So
Clear behind.
I really don't want to do it on stream. I really don't.
None
I'm sorry.
behind. 5
Okay,
seconds
I'm gonna
till
do
the
it
pace
real
car.
quick. No one clip it. You've been warned. All 14 of you watching, you've been warned. Do you don't dead voice? You don't have to. Okay, I will not.
You're clear.
Hello, my name is Cliff Daniels. This has been my dead voice the whole time. It's not that. That's not my dead voice, but it is your natural speaking voice.
Clear behind.
So, to be
One
in
lap to
the
green
position I
flag.
am and be who I am
Pits are
and
open.
have to emulate
None behind.
who I portray, well, not portray, but, you know, what you expect me to sound like, I have to naturally raise it up.
Clear.
And you lower the rev,
It's
like, so
clear.
you take your voice and you lower, you know what, I'll get into this conversation when we get to the green, white, checker caution,
now.
because we're going to have another caution before the end of this. I'll explain it.
Pace car is in pit lane.
Higher the pitch, lower the
No one
resonance,
behind.
take the weight out of it.
Green light.
Get ready to
Tell you
race.
voice train, pretty much.
You have two close. You have three near. Clear. Outside forward. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear. And clear. On outside rear.
Nice. D. You're in P8 currently.
Hey, we passed the guy who wrecked us. Oh, now we're gonna go clean? Oh, there it is. Oh, these two are gonna wreck.
White flag. Clear. On outside
Murder's legal,
forward.
chat.
Still there.
Gap opens by 0.1 behind. Nice. Dear. We're P7 now.
Holy shit, we're gonna gain iRating out of this night?
Dropping to
Oh my god.
We made great progress. Great job. P8.
Wow, okay, sweet. That was wild.
Well done. We're P7.
Oh yeah, we'll take that. That was nice. Got a good finish out of all that. Cool stuff. Awesome.
There's 30 iRating to get in the next
I hope it just
position.
doesn't hurt your
Up to
throat and stuff. I
P7.
guess I
Good
don't know a
job,
lot,
ma'am.
but you're still an
We
awesome person.
come
Oh,
home
thank
with
you. But
3.68
no, it doesn't
gallons.
hurt
Will
my
be
voice
okay.
because I've done it long enough now that like, and I've held conversation. Like every time I'm on a Discord call, I'm doing it. Every time I'm on stream, I'm doing it. So like, every time I'm alone in the car, I do it. So like, I can naturally speak at that higher tone. Like the first time I started doing it, I wasn't really expecting to talk about this tonight, but I don't mind. The first time I really started doing it, it did hurt after a while. Like it did sting a little bit. If I talk nonstop for like 3.5 hours, yeah, it's naturally going to get a little raspy and sore at the end of the night. But, you know, I eventually, yeah, exactly. You move it up. And like, since I've started voice training, like I used to be able to get really deep and I used to be able to hold it there. And I used to be able to kind of do it well. My natural speaking voice is a little lower. I was able to put a little more bass into it. And that's how I was. Now that I've started voice training and I do it, you know, every day, every time I'm on Discord, I'm doing it. Every time I'm on stream, I'm doing it. I've slowly lost the bottom end of my voice. Even just a little bit of that I do on stream, I've already lost the bottom bit of my voice. I used to be able to go about here. I'll do it. Fuck it. This is my voice here. This is what I sound like day-to-day life. And now I'm up here. So you see, it's a little bit higher. It's a little bit less weight. You know, it's a little bit airy, I guess. It helps that I have like a naturally nasally-ish voice. So, yeah, you are not talking too much. You're great. You're fine. You're golden. You're okay. It's so foreign to me. You sounded like you were doing a voice. Yeah, that's just how it is. So like, yeah, so it's something that you learn. That was the worst Cliff Daniels impression ever.
Gentlemen, start your
Whoa!
Brian Yachzik 55 just followed.
Howdy, Sailor. Thank you, Brian, for the follow. Much appreciated. Brian and I are friends beyond. He's a Lions fan. So he's living his best life right now. What are we going to do? We got some time here. It's 9:03. The series just went official at 9 o'clock. So 9:15, we could run. Who is Cliff Daniels? Cliff Daniels is the crew chief of Kyle Larson in the NASCAR Cup Series. And he is formulated.
We have Cliff Daniels joining us.
Hello, I'm Cliff Daniels, crew chief of Kyle Larson in the NASCAR Cup Series. We ran Bristol on Saturday. We had the setup figured out right away. We led 462 laps. We were the best drivers, or we had the best driver in the world, running the best car in the world. We kicked everyone's ass. We took the lead at lap 38, and we ran away with it. We're into the round of 12. Kyle won here in the spring at Kansas, and we're going to have a really good run, and we're going to win. My dog's name is Batman. I love adding in the random blurb. No, don't wear the cone of shame. It's fine. God forbid you don't know the name of the crew chief who crews Kyle, or the crew chief of Kyle Larson. We're gonna run C Fix. That sounds like a terrible idea, but it's what fits. We're gonna run C Fix to Kansas. It's only 40 laps, so it shouldn't be too long. I haven't been this hyped for Lions football in my 37 years on this planet. Absolutely. I certainly didn't know who Cliff Daniels was before watching D. Yeah, and now I cannot escape him. That's why I always take a screen cap of Cliff Daniels whenever he's on the NASCAR broadcasts. And I always send it to Reska. And I'm like, do you like what you see? Basically. I'm always like, hey. Hello, Reska. I so badly wish Cliff Daniels was on Cameo. Because I would absolutely pay for Cliff Daniels to give a cameo to the channel. That would be such a great goal. To get Cliff Daniels to give me a cameo. I want Cliff Daniels to give me a cameo. It would be fucking hilarious. Because, like, the man is engineered in a lab by Hendrick Motorsports to be the best crew chief of all time. Because he's so motivated, he's so professional, he's perfect. He doesn't show any emotion except when he gets mad that one time at Ross Chastain. But yeah. Well, I am wondering what would be a good Class C road car I should race. And I want to get good enough in which I can race with you all on oval. Sorry if I'm talking way too much. First of all, never apologize for talking. It's a-okay. I actually really love when people talk, because a lot of times when nobody's talking, I feel like I got to fill, and that's kind of hard. As far as your question, what would be a good Class C road car? Are you looking to run open wheel or sports car? Because that's going to influence what you choose to do.
Partly cloudy, 21.4 Celsius in airway, 22.2 on track.
I guess C class would be okay, both. GT4 is probably a good tipping point if you want to stay in GT racing. That's the BMW M4, that's the McLaren 570, I think it is, the Mercedes AMG GT4, the Aston Martin Vantage GT4, and I'm forgetting one, Porsche 718 Club Sport MR. Those are all good cars. I should probably at least test out this setup before I go out there. Those are all great cars. If you want to go the prototype route, same class level, LMP3 is probably something that you want to... Alright, have fun, Kayla. Bye. I like... LMP3, I never got to grips with. I've struggled with the handling on the LMP3, especially under braking, but that's the first prototype that you would really mess with. Is the Radical Class C? I think the Radical is Class C. That's a good one too. That would be good. Yeah, okay, so the Radical would be good. Open wheel, oh, I would definitely listen to Oh Hey. Super Formula Lights is a great car on oval or on open wheel. And Super Formula Lights is basically the newer F3 car, essentially. So highly recommend that. Those are two really good picks. So if you're looking to, run something that does go official a lot, those are good picks. Yeah. GT4 or LMP3 on the sports car side, and Super Formula Lights on the open wheel side. I don't really like to race too much open wheel. Standing starts are rough. I'm not very good at standing starts. I seem to always get taken out in standing starts, and I hate it. So whenever I do race Super Formula Lights, I really hate it because I usually get wrecked. But Indy Fixed has been a nice fun one for me. I've really liked racing Indy Fixed because you can race Indy Fixed at the roadies. They're rolling starts. You don't have to worry about the tire compound change like you do in Indy Open, and they're short and just enough. I haven't tried them since they've added the correct push to pass now. Oh Hey would definitely be the person to ask about IndyCar. She's kind of an IndyCar main. Yeah, that's the one downside is as you go up the ladder on iRacing, the amount of base content goes less and less on the schedules. That's the way it works. But they tend to make it so that a lot of the tracks get reused week to week or season to season. So a lot of those tracks will get reused. And also, if you're running something like IndyCar, a good thing to do might be to buy as many of the real world's tracks as possible that the Real Series goes to, because whenever the Real Series is at a racetrack, iRacing schedules it in real life. So in the official season. So like case in point, we're racing the NASCAR truck. NASCAR trucks are at Kansas on Friday night. So we are racing trucks at Kansas this week in NIS or in C Fixed and C Open. I like that about iRacing's official series. I also don't like it about iRacing's official series though, because iRacing's official series typically, if you end up on a track that you don't like, it's usually a drag. Learning how to do manual shifting with paddles. Do you know, or do you have any tips on that? Yeah, you're probably fine. A lot of the road course cars nowadays have downshift protects. So if you try and downshift the car too fast, you won't grenade the motor. You still have to be a little careful on downshifts, but not too much. As far as upshifts go, when you start seeing red lights, shift. You'll figure it out. It'll come with time. Like everything, it comes with time. But it's fairly straightforward. If you pick a car, I know iRacing does have manuals for some of the cars, like instruction manuals, not manual transmission manuals. I use a Thrustmaster T300, so I'm in the same boat. Like I use paddle shifts for everything just because of space reasons. I would love to have a sequential gearbox. I would love to have a sequential shifter on my desk next to me for the upshifts so that I can do my best V8 supercar impression and pull the upshift. But A, I don't have the space, and B, I can't hard mount a shifter where I'm at. So it's not practical for me to do so. I would love to do it, but I can't. This is going to be a crazy C-Fixed, I can already tell. This is going to be rough. We don't really race the truck much. You know, we race the Xfinity car a lot, but we don't really race the truck. They gave this a physics update not that long ago, and it was not bad. It was okay. I tested it out day of, and I was all by myself, and I didn't really notice a difference. But I definitely know that a lot of people say that it's a lot better in a pack. Like, you really got to handle it in a pack. So I'm looking forward to trying it. Are you using paddles on this race? I use paddles all the time. I do not have a stick shift at all. I use my paddle shifts all the time exclusively. I do not have the room for a paddle shift or for a stick shift or a sequential or an H pattern. I don't have room. I don't have a mounting situation for it. I don't have any of that. So here, I'll show you real quick on a truck where you want to upshift, okay? And the truck's a little easier because they run these spec gauges here.
We have one behind you.
So
We have 3 on you.
if you see here, as we roll out, these lights in the inside is your pit road speed. So that will keep you at, your pit road speed in second gear. So if I go second gear, it stays lit at 45 miles an hour because that's the pit road speed, okay? So, and you are not. It's all good. It's all good. I love explaining this shit. So now once we get to like 7K, when that tack goes all red, that's when I need to upshift. So when it's all the way red, I got to shift. So you might be confused by the lights there, but again, here, I'll show you when we go on pit road here. So I'm coming on pit road here. I got to get to 45 miles an hour, okay? 45 miles an hour, the lights are green. The minute I go to 46, whole dash goes red because I'm over the pit lane speed limit. So that's how that works. If you didn't know that, there you go. You learned something today. Yeah, that as well. Ohei's right about that. As you race these cars more, you'll hear the shift point, and eventually you'll get good enough that you could just hear the engine note, and you'll know when to upshift. You'll just know it. Once you get into a rhythm, you'll be fine. It just takes time to understand it. I would definitely recommend for you, if you're struggling with like upshifting and downshifting and everything, I would definitely try and run something like a GT4. A GT4 is close enough to a production car. If you run the GR86, that's probably a good starting point outright. Because a GT4 car is kind of like a GR86 with more racing stuff in it. Better suspension, better shifting, better aero, a little bit more horsepower. You'll be a little bit better suited to racing a GT4 after racing the GR86. Do we know anybody in here?
On track. Strength of
No.
2,146. Started a new session. 8 driving. 1 minute 34.9 left.
So we'll run some C fixed. I think we'll probably call it a stream after this one, to be honest with you. You gotten 4 races out of me. I really like this format better, honestly. I really enjoyed doing this tonight. It was like changing it up, running different things, keeping it casual, having fun, doing a weird thing. I think we're going to try and do this more. I think this is going to be the new format for TNI. Because running the same GT3 and B car and stuff, it can kind of get monotonous and kind of boring after a while. So let's mix it up, and we'll throw in one of these big 3 race car series every week, but that pretty much handles it. Big fan of the format. I agree. I like this format better too. I'm having a lot more fun. I've been doing a lot of testing so I can learn to do manual. I was doing Lime Rock so I can learn it. Lime Rock's not the best track to learn it because you're not slowing, like you're only really going from 3rd to 5th at Lime Rock. I would definitely recommend Okayama because that you have a long straightaway to work with. You got big downshifts. That would probably be a little bit better. Okayama is base content. You have it. And it would be a little bit better. Plus, it's gotten a nerd update recently, so it's probably a better fit. Lime Rock's good, but Okayama, you'll learn how to, like, no offense to Lime Rock, I think Lime Rock Park is a great layout and a great track. You got one left-hand corner on the whole track. So, like, it's easy to kind of get lost on it and just be like, oh, well, I know how to shift going right.
Tires?
You got to learn how to Okayama International Circuit in
This is 2
Japan.
laps and
It's
5
base
minutes.
content.
I want to
It's
see
a really good
HC1.
racetrack. And it's a good track to learn because maybe if we got enough time after this, I'll show you some laps of there. And we'll race some TCR. I'm going to run some TCR tonight. God damn it. I want to race TCR. So maybe we'll just do some laps around TCR, around Okayama in a TCR car, just to show you it. TCR are touring car regulations. They are maybe my favorite road cars on the service that I never get to race anymore. They are front-wheel drive, 350 horsepower. We have 4 of them on the service. We have the Audi RS3, the Honda Civic, the Hyundai Elantra, and the Hyundai Veloster. And they are a absolute blast to drive. And you can race them in the wet now, too. They have rain enabled now, which is super cool. All right, here we go. Second lap. Qualifying in the truck is kind of frustrating. I don't really like racing trucks. You have to buy them. You have to buy those cars. Qualifying in the truck is kind of rough because you just full throttle it. You just flat foot it the whole time.
Hector takes the lead.
Lap 2 was faster,
Improving. West, 30.9.
but you're just full throttle the whole damn time. No, it's okay.
That's it for
Arctic,
qual.
I don't mind you answering. I don't mind answering the questions. I do not. I do not. Not at all. I'm fine with it. I do not mind whatsoever. No, but no, TCRs are cool. They're front wheel drive cars. A lot of people don't like front wheel drive because they're naturally understeery because of the fact that your turning wheels are also the wheels delivering the power. So you have to be very mindful of your throttle, and you have to be really careful with how you get onto the throttle, get off the throttle, all of that. So you have to be really careful with it. I like them because they're such a departure from what I've usually driven. I'm a stock car person. Like, I've always grown up racing stock cars on sim racing. I've been sim racing for almost 20 years. Next year, it will be 20 years that I've been sim racing. Oh, God, I'm old. So, like, I've always learned how to race rear-wheel drive, front-engined V8 stock car type cars. So I've always had, big engine, big horsepower, not a lot of grip, sliding around. Like, ovals is where I grew up running, and I've raced ovals. About a decade ago, though, I started racing road course stuff more, and I fell in love with road racing. I genuinely have. I've really embraced road racing. I wish I could do it more, to be honest with you, because I do enjoy racing on road more. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest with you, it doesn't draw. Like, road racing is nowhere near as popular as oval racing. It's tougher. It's harder. It's a more difficult discipline. Now, do I say oval racing is easy? Hell no. Oval racing is very hard. It's very difficult. It's different techniques, right? But road racing is a lot of fun. I wish I could do it more. It's such an interesting change of pace. And also, like, racing the TCR is so different than these things, right? Like, front wheel drive, Have to baby it. Have to baby the right front. The tires wear more now on those cars too. They actually wear, which is good because for the longest time you could just run the whole tire, the same tire for the whole race and be fine. Every time you pit, you wouldn't take tires. Um, they're a lot better now, and I recommend definitely checking out TCR if you want to have
This
a
is 40
fun
laps
challenge.
race with 24 joined. D. Fuel good. About 0.238 gallons in reserve. Go get them out there. 110 seconds to gridding ends. P13 and up nets us positive iRating. You have a 3 tire sets limit for this race. Tires?
TCR is something you have to buy. Yeah, it's a car that you have to like. They're touring cars. I'll show you it after we're done. I'll stick around a little later and show you some TCR because we got some time after this probably. So, but yeah, it's a really cool car. I really like them personally. 4 cylinders, 350 horsepower, limited by a BOP, turbocharged. I love my Veloster. It's a real shame the Hyundai of Veloster, or the Hyundai of a Veloster, the Hyundai
60
Veloster.
seconds
There we go.
remaining.
Is a car that doesn't get a lot of use anymore. In fact, the last one was racing in Canada, and the team stopped racing it because they ran out of parts. So now they don't even race it anymore. It's effectively a car that's died. Like there's nobody racing it anymore. Like it's one of my favorite looking cars. It was one of my favorite cars.
30
And they
seconds
don't race
left
it
now.
anymore. It's dead because it ran for 2 years and it got replaced by the Elantra worldwide. So we don't get to race. We don't get to see it anymore. But it still lives on in iRacing and it's still my TCR of choice. So we'll run some laps
15
in the
seconds left
Veloster. It's a car that I wish I could race more. I was really, like I said,
10
I kept
seconds.
looking at the schedule tonight to see where we could fit it in, but it's just not going to work out.
5 seconds.
If we get wrecked out early, we could probably jump in the 945 TCR race, I think. I
Pace
think
car
there's one at
about to go.
945, but not guaranteed. I also think they're at Olton, a track that I'm not good at, but I do know, so
Pace car moving.
could see. Okay, are we rolling? We are rolling. The ticker and stuff will update eventually. We've been putting the ticker through a poor little workout today, so it's had to do a lot of rebooting and reloading and all of that, so it's been doing its job. Okay, so 40 laps, the distance. Shouldn't have to pit for fuel. Probably going to pit for tires if the race ends up having a caution. It's C-fixed. It probably will have a caution. So this will be fairly difficult to deal with. The trucks invite you to drive hard, and they invite you to drive like an asshole. So we're probably going to see some of that tonight here. But let's have some fun.
Get ready to go.
First time I raced these in a group, so we'll see what it's like.
Pace car in.
Get ready.
Green light. On low side forward. Still there. Clear. High side front. It's clear. On low behind. Still there.
I checked up there.
Still
Lost a
there.
little bit of ground.
Still there. Still there. Still there. And clear.
Oh, and we're wrecking.
Car.
Oh! Woo!
You have 4 seconds up to the
Wow.
Pace car out now.
Car's fine. Wow. Okay. Someone clipped that, chat. That was wild. Wow. That was insane. Woo. Sometimes I impress myself. It's gonna be one of these races, huh? Okay. Well, yeah, that's basically what it is, so. You end up with these combos sometimes where, like, you look at it and it's like, it's C fixed at Kansas. You would think, Kansas,
Pit lane is closed.
big and wide, a lot of room, can run 3 wide fairly comfortably, lot of real estate, easy to race. Nope, it's never like that. It's always a shit show. You might be a bit better than you give yourself credit for. I don't know. I mean, I'm very big on the put myself down arc. I don't know why. I like to do like camp humor of myself, you know, where I'm like, you know, sometimes I'm kind of okay, you know. But yeah, these cars and these tracks here are crazy, so. Luckily, it's quickie yellow because nobody was a lap down, so we'll be right back at it here in just a lap or so. I do like racing the truck. Don't get to do this. We did a lot of stuff that I don't get to do.
1 lap to green.
Just because of the way that I used to structure things, but maybe we go a little less structure. Keep it a little more loose. Have fun, do random things, and try new things, and get messy, and make mistakes, and a normal field trip with the frizz? No way. Alrighty. Get on the Magic School Bus. Alrighty, here we go. See, kids, the Magic School Bus was a cartoon in the 1990s starring Miss Frizzle, who would take their kid, or would take their kids of their class at a school and take them on field trips, but they had a magic school bus that would allow them to analyze things from different angles and be able to shrink and embiggen accordingly.
Clear behind.
Get ready to race.
We're clear. Pace car back in. Clear. No one behind. You're clear.
Jesus Christ. What a terrible restart, man.
4 on you.
Come on.
Car high rear. Still there.
That was ugly.
5 upon us. 6 upon us. Still there. Still there.
See that restart? Never do that.
Still there. 7 close. Still there.
Okay, can we complete a lap this time?
8 near. Still there.
Yes, we can.
9 near. Still there. Still there. Clear.
Great. New fastest time.
Whoop.
33.7.
Whew. Rear end kicked out on me. Had to catch it. That was wild.
Previous sector was down. Sector best. Fastest lap time. 31.2.
Still there. Still there. Still there.
We power off the corner. Yes, we can.
Still there.
See what I mean about the trucks, though, is that at mile and a halfs, they're not exactly the most interesting racing to do because you're just full throttle a good chunk of the lap. At least until the tires wear. Once the tires wear a little bit, then you have to blip it a bit more on throttle on entry, but for the most part,
Best lap time. 30.910.
yeah, you gotta lift to save tire. That's about it. Like, it's not a lot to do. .7 brake. Lilac runs the most sicko brake bias you'll ever hear. Like, all this rear brake bias, and I'm like, no. Please, no.
Car in front, lap time
Give
was
me the most
31.5.
boring brake bias possible, please. I actually got my first iRacing wins in the series you're seeing right now. See Fixed. I got them all the way back in 2011. I've been at this iRacing game a long time, kids.
Position will add 41.
I was super good at Richmond.
Falling back to position 9 now.
I was very good at Richmond. I used to clean up at Richmond, and
Full course
caution.
caution. None behind.
Pits are closed.
I used to be really good at Richmond, like really, really good at Richmond. And we ended up winning like 2 races at Richmond, and I think I won a Charlotte race
We got 10 seconds
once.
till the pace car.
And I was pretty good at those places. And then eventually, you know, they modify things so much, and they update physics, and they get new trucks or new cars, and they fuck with Richmond. They adjust the grip, and everybody gets a little bit better. And eventually, I was never good at Richmond again until this past August when we were gonna win NIS at Richmond, and we got dumped. I'm not salty about it. I'm very salty about it. I think everybody's gonna pit here for tires, because we went 4 laps on tires, and they don't know how to handle that. Yep, everybody's coming, because nobody can save tires in this series, so we're going to come in and get some tires.
Number 2 ahead is pitting after 10 laps.
Speeding.
Kettle T behind in pit lane after 10 laps.
Look
10,
for the non-binary flag.
7, 6, 5,
There it
4,
is.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, damn.
Stopped. Pace. Car
I have the
17
alternate pit
seconds up
sign
ahead.
there with a DD logo as workshopping. Okay, my pit crews are not showing up anymore. I must have to turn up the pit crew settings, because I don't see the animated pit crews anymore. Okay.
Pace. Car 39 seconds ahead.
Only 1 spare tire set left.
So now,
19 seconds. till
here
the
comes
pace
the
car.
fun part about these C-Fix races, is we took tires, leaders didn't. So now those trucks are going to be sitting ducks on this
12
restart.
seconds until pace car.
And I don't have faith in everybody in the front being able to avoid us on tires. But
You have
stranger
8
things have
seconds up
happened.
to pace car.
So, but no, like GT4 or TCR, like GT4 and TCR are great cars. GT4 is a great car because you can run it in a lot of series. There's a GT4 fixed. There's Falcon Tire Series, which is it with multi-class if you want to get used to racing in multi-class. They have that with the LMP3, which is based off the VP Racing Fuel Series, a real-world series in IMSA. They have IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge, which runs every other Saturday, like every other weekend, and it's solo 2-hour races with the GT4 and the TCR. There's a couple special events that use the GT4. The Roar before the 24 is usually the big one, which is 2 hours and 24 minutes around Daytona. With GT4, this past year it was LMP3, GT4, and TCR. But it's also part of the Nürburgring series that only races the Nürburgring. It's also part of the Nürburgring 24-hour, I believe. They race it a lot. So if you get a GT4 car, you can run it in a lot of series. Personally, myself, I've tried to get used to GT4s. We've ran the Porsche 718 on the channel a lot recently, for our standards. And I've gotten...
One lap to green flag.
I like it. It's good. But the problem is that series... The main series I want to race it in is Michelin Pilot Challenge, and TCRs race it. And if you give me the option of a TCR or a GT4, I'm gonna pick the TCR every time. Like it's just a more interesting racing. Like it's more interesting driving for me, is to race TCRs. But we'll run some TCR here after this. It's not gonna go too late. We'll go to like 10:30 tonight. I'll show you how to like upshift, downshift. If you're still here, Arctic, I hope you are. If not, I'm doing it for no reason. So, okay. I'll restart. Let's see what we can do here. West Virginia. We have an Alabama truck in this server and a West Virginia truck. I'm gonna have to paint a Tennessee truck, or a University of Chicago truck. Actually, that's what I gotta paint.
Pace car in pit lane.
Man, we can't bring them to the green. Worth a shit.
Green flag.
P10.
High front. Still there. Still there. Clear.
Get in there. That's P9. Penalty has taken the lead.
We're wrecking off the corner. Stay green.
Still there. Two cars outside. High side, two cars. Only one high forward. Two cars high side. Two high side.
There's a really bad warp in front of us, and I don't know where it is.
Only one high rear. Still there. Still there. Still there. Two cars high. High side, two cars. You're clear.
We're down to P11 currently.
Truck racing is crazy.
High side behind. Still there.
It's pretty terrifying.
Still there.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. And clear.
There, 16. I'm ready to get to the next position. We're moving down in P12 currently.
Still there. Still there. Still there.
Okay. I guess this qualifies as settled down now.
Still there.
No, just crazy restarts.
Still there.
It's so tight off the corner.
Car outside behind. Still there.
So tight on the bottom, you can't really
Still there.
drift up
Still there.
like I want to on exit.
Still there. It's
Like
clear.
I wish I could
Car
keep the
behind.
truck planted, but it just wants to drift out on exit.
Still there.
I have yet to be able to find a way to get back to the top.
Still there.
I have to get mean and just slide job it. Yep, that's what we're gonna do.
High side rear.
Oh.
Clear.
It's not clear.
Still there. Clear.
I gotta back out of it.
One outside now door. Clear.
Next position will lose you about 17 rating points. Estimated
I was
rating
not
will be
clear there.
2031.
That was a real dick move trying to slide up there. That was bad.
About
Okay,
42
all right.
rating.
Saved it at least. Yeah, we're gonna lose some ground here. They'll wreck again. We'll get back up here. What's worse than racing the truck? Racing the truck when you're by
What do you call
yourself.
a redneck with no teeth that watches stock car racing all day?
Man. They do not wear shorts. I'm wearing shorts right now. I wore pants to work today, though.
Moving down at
Which means that it's
220.
almost leg shave
Outside
season.
forward. Still there.
God, everybody races like assholes in C-Fixed. Oh my god. Because you kind of have to. You kind of have to race like an asshole in C-Fixed.
Still there.
You don't really have a choice.
Still there. Still there. Still there.
Well done. Up to position 19.
You just do not have a choice. You have to race like a dick.
Far high behind. You're clear. On high rear.
Yeah, that's just how you race. Is you have to race like a jerk. It's how these races are. That's why I kind of avoid racing the truck, is because you have to race so hard. And that's not exactly my style. I don't typically race like this. Like, that's why the next gen is kind of in my wheelhouse. It's a car that doesn't, you don't want to kick the rear end out on it. You want to be very planted with it. You can be methodical with it,
Car behind on track.
especially with the
Last
length of
lap,
races that we do
31.34.
with that car. Like, it's nowhere near as cutthroat as this is up here. Like, look, it may as well still be a pace lap out there. Like, look at that. You don't get strung out. You stay up close. You don't get to check out a bit. You're just in a fucking knot the whole time, and you can't pull away.
Delta behind opens at 0.2.
Like, that's how this truck is. Like, that's how the trucks are, is that you just have to drive in 10/10ths every time. I do notice that you do have to blip it now, which is a little bit better, but the problem is, unfortunately, you get into a pack like that, and you're just screwed.
7 minutes left.
High rear. Still there. Still there. You're
It
clear.
just gets so tight. Oh, we're wrecking.
Next position will lose you 50 rating.
No caution.
P18.
Like, you just have to drive so hard.
Next
It's
position
so
will be
hard.
33 rating points.
We got 14 to go, by the way. We're in
About
P18.
69,
I know
so
the
you're
ticker's still broken,
0.29
so.
gallons.
On low rear. Still there. Still there.
How are they able to keep a pin down there and I can't? I don't get it.
Still there.
Falling back to P19 now.
Clear.
That Jags truck was able to keep it on the bottom. And I wasn't able to do shit up there. Or down there.
Car behind on track. Previous lap time 31.7.
Outside front. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there.
It's
Still
tough. It's hard racing. Like, it's exciting racing, but it's hard. You can't really do much.
there. Still there. Still there.
One got the wall. Holding up all of these trucks. Everybody's going to have to make an evasive move to the apron.
Still there.
4 wide going into 3.
That's P20 currently.
That was never going to work. That was never going to work, y'all. Y'all knew that wasn't going to work.
Up till pace car. Pace car left the pit.
Like, it's like, that's what I mean. It's like, it's filled with, like, such low percentage moves. But, like, that's the way you have to race it. Like, it's a momentum car. like it's such hard racing that I just do not like doing. I just don't like this kind of racing. Because you have to race so hard. I need the 6 truck to get here, or else I'm going to get a penalty. Six truck. Please. Go around me, please. I would like to pit with the leaders. Thank you.
Boxing after 18 laps.
Get our last set of tires for this 10-lap run to the end. Might restart in the back intentionally, honestly. I'm going to take a speeding penalty. I don't trust these people.
8, 7, 6,
I really don't.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Actually, I'm not even going to take the speeding penalty. I'm going to go check my pit crew settings. While I'm here. May as well. Graphic. Pit objects. Medium detail. I think that's when they show up. Yes! I fixed it. I fixed my pit crew, chat. I got my pit crew back. That's why I like the longer races where people actually have to save tires and not go so hard. Yes, agreed. That's why I like racing NIS, because when you run half a cup race length, like, you have 2 pit stops usually. So, like, you actually have to be careful and mindful of your tires and, like, think about those things. That's why I like the Open Series over the Fixed Series, because the Open Series, you actually have to think about your tires and think about, you know, you go long enough that you're going to make a fuel stop no matter what. These Fixed Series, they just invite you to go all out, and that's not what I want to do in my sim racing. As unpopular as it might be to the stream, that's just not what I want to do, is go all out. Arctic, if you're here, let me know, because if you're not here, I'm just going to end the stream after this race. Okay, so we're going to have like 7 to go at the line, or 7 to go at when we restart. I don't know. I mean... Oh, I forgot to get my... Oh, we could do it here. We'll just speed down pit road here. I forgot to speed down pit road. I was like, I'm going to speed down pit road, and then I proceeded to not speed down pit road. So yeah, 8 to go at the line. 7 to go when we go green. Already kind of near the back, but I want to be at the back.
We'll get tear off.
Go slower. Reduce speed. Slow down. Too fast. Slow. One
There
lap
we go.
to green.
Exactly what I wanted.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hey, I like when you could see a wreck happening 3 seconds in advance. Are you talking about in general or when I see it? Because, like, I certainly notice it
Car is 22
just from
seconds ahead of you.
previous situations and being at this long enough that you kind of could start to spot that kind of shit.
We got 7 seconds to pace car.
There we go. Exactly what I wanted. Start at the rear. They're going to wreck a shit ton of trucks, and we're going to gain a shit ton of iRating if we're smart.
Get ready to go.
Hey, look who decided to show up for work with
5 seconds to the
8
pace
laps
car.
to go. Good work. Welcome back.
Pace car is in pit lane.
All right.
Get ready.
Green, green, green.
Good step. P18.
You go into C fix and you kind of know what to expect, and Certainly was expecting this. They're going to wreck off at 2. Yep, there it is.
Safety car.
Pit's closed.
Hey, car 55, seconds
Like-
out in front. Incident. Hey,
Like,
car
come on. Like,
Car needs to pit for repairs. This water needs repairs. Brown got repairs. Ferreira needs to pit for repairs.
36 seconds to pace car.
like, y'all, I don't. Like, I don't have to elaborate there. Like,
We got 28 seconds until pace car.
I've watched these races.
Clear behind.
I know how these races go. Like, they fucking always end up being destroyed trucks on restarts because somebody in the front loses talent, and that's what happens every time.
Pace car is 8 seconds forward.
So we're gonna do our go to the rear strategy again because I don't trust anybody again.
To the stop. Go slower. Drop speed. Lose speed.
Oh no, I sped.
We will get clear screen.
Go slower.
Hey y'all, Poor Joy here,
9, 8,
running at the old Heartland Park, Topeka,
4,
and
2,
we
1.
had a good car. We had a good
Slow
truck.
down.
We were like a top 25 truck. We just, you know,
Too fast.
they were just mad we were running up there. So,
There's 21
you know,
seconds up to the pace car.
this is absolutely the move. Although we probably
Yeah,
could
9
have
seconds
stayed
till
out
pace car.
and gotten away with it because these trucks are going to be broken, but there's still enough up there. There's still enough up there to wreck some shit, so it's not over yet. Certainly not over yet. All right. We're still gonna restart 12th, which pretty impressive, honestly.
We're clear. You're clear.
The fact that we're still gonna restart 12th despite all that. Well, 13th, I guess. That's not bad at all. This is honestly a good strat until you get to like 2,500 I rating and then it doesn't pay off anymore.
It's clear.
Just waiting on them to catch up, and then
Zero
we'll let them go. Let the 8 go. 10 go. Yeah, we'll be like 15th, 16th. That's fine. Like I said, they're not done wrecking.
We're clear. Clear.
I really do not think they are done. They're done wrecking. Hey, Patch. We're just about to wrap up our last race of the night. I think we're gonna wrap it up after this race. I haven't seen Arctic in a while, so we're not gonna push it here
We got
again.
5 seconds until the pace car.
We're gonna restart 14th. We're not gonna push it, and we'll see how it goes. Because I don't trust any of these leaders to not wreck the shit out of their trucks. Because they have not proven to me that they can be responsible. No, not at all. Not once. Not once. Not a time that they have been responsible. Not a time. Not a single time. Okay. We might have to go for it a little bit, because there are some damaged trucks in front, but I'm not exactly going to be pushing it, if you will.
Get ready to race.
All right, here we go.
Pace car enters the pit. Green.
Get ready to go.
Oh, yeah, these trucks in front of me are very broke.
Currently.
Still there. Still there.
And they got kind of single file, actually.
Still there. You have one upon us. Still there. And clear.
Great. P12 now.
High forward. Two high side. Two approaching.
Coming to the white.
3 inbound. We're clear.
Impressive. Hun.
We have 4 on you.
Day 33. I'm waiting to get in the position up ahead. Deck is smaller by 1.9 in front.
5 imminent.
Okay, P9's not bad. It's a pretty good finish, considering. We'll take that. Might take P8. Nah, we're too far back. Oh well. P8, P9. I'll take that. That's a good cap on a good night. Had a lot of fun tonight, so that was pretty alright. They actually didn't wreck, but we still got by a lot of guys, so I'll take that.
That was tight.
This racing's dumb. I don't like racing the trucks in C fixed. Very much would prefer to race the open series, but look at the fireworks show, everybody. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Neat. There you go. That's gonna put a bow on tonight.
Really, really good job. D. You end with 6.04
Had fun tonight.
gallons. Up to P9.
I had a lot of fun tonight. We needed to mix it up and have a lot of fun doing this again tonight. It was fun. We did some unusual stuff for us. We ran some cars that we don't normally run. We ran some tracks we don't normally run. I think this is going to be the format moving forward for sure, because we mixed it up. We ran different things, and we had a good time. So I had a good time. I don't know about you, but I had a good time. So we'll definitely keep at it. We'll definitely do this again. Probably next week, same format, and do it again. Yeah, it was fun. Who are we gonna go see? Who can we go see? Who can we go see? Who can we go see? Well, we'll go see Cass. Kind of like the go-to, because she's doing Truckin' Tuesday like she normally does. American Truck Simulator tonight. They're trying out the new Arkansas expansion pack that came out. Expansion pack. Look at me showing my age. The new Arkansas DLC. Go and check that out. When you go in there, be sure to tell her she's Pog. She will not escape these allegations. Okay, she will not. I refuse to let her escape them. So she is Pog. So let's go see what she's up to. I'll be back on Thursday. NIS right back here at Kansas. We'll be running the Hollywood Casino 400. We are now in the top 20 in points, by the way, in NIS Division 3. We are up to 20th in points. Going to try and keep that going. We had a top 10 here in the spring. We'll try and get a top 10 here in the fall. And would love it if you could join me 9 p.m. Eastern right here on the channel. Probably get going around 8:30 like we normally do. Done with the 100% races. Thursdays all the way out to the end of the season, which is mid-November. Would love it if you could join us. It would be a blast. I wanted to get the replay wipe in. Alrighty, everybody. So long. Let's go see what Cass is up to. Remember, she's Pog.